Yo, we are back again, back in Force
Yo,
Sports, where
What's
we
up? What's up? What's
always
up?
keep it real on all things sports all the time. And today the band is back together again, and we got a very, very special show. It's about to go down. We're going to be talking about the greatest what ifs in sports history. Before we get started, we're going to give a few people time to get on the stream. So we're not talking to ourselves, but as we tell y'all every day, it's all right because we're talking sports. So it's all good. But how y'all fellas doing today?
and we good, big dog. We
Man,
good, man. How y'all
blessed,
feeling?
blessed to be amongst the living.
Hey,
That's
man,
it.
can't do no complaining. I woke up.
I
So
know
I
that's
can
real.
ask for.
That's
I can
it.
handle all the rest of the stuff.
Hey, it's something to be said about walking on the
That's it.
dirt, ain't it?
Hey, you hear me? You hear
Hey, look.
me?
Yeah,
I enjoy
you
this
gotta
time.
listen.
No doubt.
You gotta cherish the
Shannon,
24 hours.
Shannon, how's looking on the East Coast?
Man, I just had my last class today. Had my last midterm exam. Just ready to get in the finals. It's looking good. It's really cold though. To answer your question,
I swear I was finna ask that. Is it
Oh
cold?
yeah, that's why I was
Yeah.
asking. I know that. So anyway, fellas, we
On the
here.
ground?
Huh?
Is it snow on the ground?
nah, I don't think
No.
it's. I think it snowed a few days here, but I haven't really seen it because I was there for Thanksgiving or out for Thanksgiving.
Already. What's up, Florida? Mr. Kevin Wilson checking in with Florida. What's up with you, baby? We
What's
appreciate
good
you
with
for
it, man?
tuning in, showing some
Appreciate
love
you.
to
Appreciate
us,
you.
man.
Really.
That's right, man. We
Much
just
love.
some country boys talking sports down here in Arkansas,
all.
man. That's all we
That's all.
doing. But man, we're here to talk about some of the greatest what ifs in sports history, man. So I think this is going to be a really, really good topic. It's a lot of things that if just this one thing changed, man, the whole landscape of sports could be different, man. I got a few good ones in mind. I'm very eager to see what my brothers got to say about this. So, Channing the Youngin, we're gonna start with you. Give me one of the greatest what ifs in history.
Man, I'd have to
Oh
say.
man, look at Kev. He
this
already
would-
starting with the controversy.
I'd have
Talking
to
about what if
say-
Florida would have got it. Gotta highlight that one, brother.
I'd have to say
ahead,
for
Shannon.
sure, this would make great impact on the GOAT conversation in the NBA. I have to say if Michael Jordan never retired that first time,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
would he
I
have gotten
feel like-
8 chips?
if Mike never retired, it wouldn't even be a debate.
Nah, it wouldn't be a debate.
It wouldn't even be a debate.
So I'm gonna tell you today because I wrote that one my number one, but I wrote that down too. So this is my question. Y'all know I'm the biggest Mike fan in the world.
If he got
He
8
had-
championships, he's the GOAT.
If he
He's
had
the
beat
GOAT.
Akeem 2 years in a row.
He's the GOAT.
I feel
Absolutely.
like he would have.
Akeem, my second favorite player. That's why I have to preface it like that. You know, I think Mike get 8 in a row, but it's something to be said
I
about
honestly do.
It's something to be said about them Rocket Dynasty. That Rocket Dynasty, man. They had magic going. Now I don't know if that's because Mike wasn't there, but if you lived and witnessed that time, man, that Houston Rockets team, man, they was nothing short of phenomenal. So I know Mike would have got 1. I feel like he would have got 2, but out of respect for Akeem Olajuwon, I'm gonna just say it's a 99% chance and leave that 1% for Olajuwon.
I respect that. I feel like,
True.
I mean, we all know Mike is like a mythical creature. Like he's not even a human sometimes, bro. So, nobody ever stopped him. So I just don't feel like nobody would have ever stopped him. They're just like Floyd. I never seen Floyd lose, so I'm gonna assume he would never lose. That's just what I've seen.
No, I feel you. So
I think he would have gone 8-0.
So do it, but if he doesn't retire and they got 8-0, do they go for 9-0? Or
Maybe that's
I still think the GM break him up and stuff like that. Like I still think he was hating. Mike was getting too much of the credit.
Yeah,
his ego was hurt.
So you think if they win 8 finals in a row, that the owner doesn't intervene and say let's keep going until we lose?
I don't. I think
to believe that
they won 6 in a row. Or
you
6.
heard me?
No,
he still broke them up.
You said you don't need me, bet. I left. I gave you 3. You don't need me. I left. You didn't get none. I came back, gave you 3 more, and you like, that ain't enough. I don't think 8 in a row has been enough.
Yeah, he's breaking them up regardless. That's what I'm saying.
That's how I
think
feel.
this is a really good point. This is a really good point right here.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought, though.
Hey, I had that too. Bro. I feel like they'll definitely be a dynasty. They'll got a couple.
Who was
They
that?
only got a couple.
Oh, yeah, OKC.
If OKC would have beat Golden State, it would have never been a Golden State dynasty.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
I don't know about that,
bro.
Listen, when was they going to beat the Cavs or you feel me? Or OKC? OKC had it down 3-1 without Harden.
Yeah, but see, the key is do Harden stay? Like, do we got Harden through that to make the dynasty?
They say if they never broke up, that means they staying. I'm giving them 12 years together, at least like Golden State. I give them 12.
Yeah, if they together for 12 years, Golden State definitely don't have 4 rings. They might have squeezed one.
Yeah, maybe 2. You're not getting.
I think there's a case. I think there's a case that Harden would have never developed into the player that he's become today. Westbrook and KD, it definitely would have worked, as we've already seen it work. But Harden, there are like just too many personalities going against each other. I don't think the ball movement would be there.
I respect that.
The way basketball is played today, I don't think it would have worked out as well as people think. But I think they would have gotten at least 1 or 2.
But you got to think about this, Channing. James Harden eventually developed into a very strong point guard before he went off the rails. I mean, he's probably one of the best facilitators in the game. Man. I
feel like the player he is now, that's the player he would have been over. Like the 35s and the 36s, we want to see that.
That won't happen.
10, 25 and 10, 19 and 15. That would have been hard. He would have been up there.
Maybe so. I can see that.
E-Dub. Can you hear me, E-Dub? Can he hear us?
Dub, you can hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Sitting there looking crazy.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? That boy having them problems
okay.
again.
Now,
like
I got a few, but one that stands out since we talking football is, what if the Giants would have never won? Oh, man, look, y'all can't hear me?
You kind of coming in and out. You on your computer?
Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. But
yeah,
you just kind of not matching.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't hear me. I'm good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Since we speaking on football, I'm gonna say, what if Eli Manning would have never beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl that year? What would his dynasty? What would we say about the reflection on Tom Brady?
Why would you give Brady more rings?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's all ready to go, bro.
I mean, that's something to think about.
He's all ready to go.
Yeah.
Already.
Hey, look, that's just. Hey, look. That's just one of them. I also think about this one. What if Len Bias was able to Larry Bird and them if his tragic death would have never happened?
Well, you know, they say Len Bias was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan, so it would have been great to see Len Bias up in there, man. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much film on him, no more than just the highlights, but from everything I hear, they say that man was the truth, So it would have definitely been interesting to see him play. But man, we gotta go back to that Brady one though, man.
Definitely.
So if Brady get those 2, from New York,
I'm telling you, man.
Do he still? Do he? Okay, if he get the 2 from New York, does everything else still play out like it does?
Why wouldn't it?
Randy Moss will probably still be there.
I think he stays and they build more people around him. I think he never leaves the Patriots and they build a super team around him. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, that would have put him over everybody just winning that Super Bowl. He's not going to leave. More players will want to come. I mean, that man would have been winning the next 4 or 5 years in a row, man. Easily.
So basically, you want Brady to have 12 rings.
That's what I'm saying.
Have 12.
I lost to him enough, bro. I lost to him enough.
Dub know about losing to him. Dub lose to him twice a season.
He probably would have retired by like 8 or something.
7
like
enough, bro. 7 is enough.
That's what I'm saying. 7 is
every year
more than enough.
You know how I hate more rings. I got tired of looking at him.
Bro, the only reason I don't like Brady is because
I'm one of these type of people. I will give you your
life too many times. That's why I don't like him. He's too good. Dang.
I wouldn't watch football anymore.
Listen,
if he won,
I had to change up being a fan because I love sports so much. I love
Yeah,
sports
another
so
what if-
much.
what
So
if-
Brady is the reason why I started giving players flowers while they still playing. Because I used to be one of them people, I couldn't stand Brady. I didn't start giving Brady his flowers after he retired, man, because I got tired of him beating my team every year. You know what I mean? Kobe, I used to do Kobe the same way. I gave Kobe hell because he was beating my Spurs. So after Kobe retired, that's my dog. You know, I'm gonna do LeBron the same way, probably. So I mean,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know, you start appreciating how good they really is. Like they were busting our ass. Brady was busting our ass.
Twice a year.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what if Bron never lost in the finals though? That'll be another non-debate. If Bron had 10 of them things, we couldn't even talk about that.
I don't even
bro.
want to think about that, man.
We couldn't even talk about that.
Bron
Bron had 10 of them. It's not a discussion.
Yeah, if he had 10 of them, it wouldn't be a discussion. That's for sure.
He wouldn't.
Unfortunately, he don't. He only got 4 of 10. So that's why
I got some good ones. What if AI won in 2001? What if he actually beat the Lakers? Like, what would that have done to his career?
Ooh, man, that probably pushes AI in the top 10, man. It'll be hard to keep him out.
I'm telling you,
that would have really shifted. Yeah. It would have shifted the culture even more.
Facts. It would now you would really have to put him in them debates,
because then you would have actually got players around him, and he might have could have elevated the league in a higher level, man. That's something to think about.
Yeah, that would have been tough, man. If Allen Iverson just get one title and beat that Lakers team with a prime Shaq and Kobe,
didn't lose in the playoffs and then lose the AI, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, that would have been like a myth. He'd have been just like because Dirk got a lot of.
I got one in a lot of people.
Let me get one in here real quick, E-Dub. So I'm gonna go.
I got one.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. What if Penny Hardaway never got hurt? Because to me, that sends so many ripple effects. Because if Penny Hardaway don't get hurt, maybe Shaq don't leave Orlando. And I know Mike them was still in there, but they were gonna win some titles after 98. Yeah, they was gonna win some titles, man. So not only do Orlando benefit, the Lakers now lose titles because they don't have Shaq. And they don't have Shaq, who knows if they can even get Kobe. So now that's 5 championships wiped off the Lakers.
You hear me?
And now Boston is sitting alone up top, man. It's just so much could come from.
And then that hurt Kobe's whole legacy, because Kobe's whole legacy is he got 5 rings. That's not his whole legacy. I don't want to sound disrespectful.
No, I know
but the 5 rings is, what if Kobe only had 2 rings?
Yep.
That'll make a big difference.
Oh yeah, that's a big one to me, man. Because between Anthony Hardaway, Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, man, them boys was some shooters, bro.
They had a squad.
They had a squad, man. And then you remember Horace Grant came over there that first year, and that's when they beat Jordan them in the second round. Man, they was tight. Yeah,
did they go to the finals that year? Or the conference finals?
Yeah, Orlando went to the finals and they got swept by Houston.
Yeah, the Houston. Yeah, okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
dang man, that would have been crazy. I still think about that to this day, but because I use them on 2K. I know I wasn't alive back then, but I use them on 2K. But I read a lot into their history, and it's just like Penny Hardaway and Shaq. I know was like one of those duos to where it could have been over Kobe and Shaq at one point.
Oh, yeah, man. Look, Penny Hardaway was gonna be when Mike retired. I was gonna transition to Penny.
Yeah,
that was before Kobe. It was like, okay, cool, I'm good. Jordan leave, I got Penny.
Yeah, Do you think if Penny win the rings with Shaq and Kobe didn't, do you think Penny would be above Shaq on the all-time list?
Nah, because Shaq would have still been the alpha on the team. Shaq was Shaq. Now, don't get me wrong. Penny was Penny. Penny had commercials. Penny had some hard shoes. Man, the Penny Hardaway is some of the hardest shoes they ever made. Yeah. But I think that's still Shaq team. But him and Penny, I think Penny is in a whole different conversation now. If Penny Hardaway and Shaq get 2 or 3 rings together, now Kobe don't have none. You could be talking about Hardaway the same way you're talking about Kobe.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, would it be Penny or Kobe?
And
one thing that I have. What's up?
No, I was gonna say Penny was more of a prelude to LeBron than anybody. Penny was that big tall guard that could handle, drive to the back, had a nice finish. You know, just that big man. You know, he was the second coming of Magic, basically, and the prelude to LeBron.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he was the next Magic.
Yeah, he was definitely the next Magic.
I don't know about the prelude to LeBron, but he definitely was the next Magic.
Well, I'm just talking about a big 6'7", 6'8" person handling the ball.
All right,
along that lineage.
All he heard was you compare Penny to LeBron. He ain't having it.
Oh no, I don't think. Yeah, you're right. That's because Penny was way better than LeBron in his prime.
Hey, stop
right.
that! Don't start that.
He started that, so I'm gonna start that.
Don't start it.
Get your boy.
Don't start that.
Get your boy in, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to be peaceful in here. Somebody give me another one, man.
I think one that I would have. I think one that I have if Draymond never had that personality.
I'm gonna keep it basketball. I'm gonna keep it basketball, and I'm gonna say with it Brandon Roy, Aldridge, and Odin would have played. They played 62. They played 62 games together, and was 50 and 2 about those 62 games.
And don't forget Dame on the way.
So yeah, I mean, I really feel like if them three could have played together, you might have seen a dynasty.
Yeah. Definitely.
It would have ran out quick.
People underestimate Brandon Roy, man. Brandon Roy was
like that.
Man, I hate him. I
also got another. Yeah, they do. Yeah, he was a walker. He was a bucket.
Shannon, what you were saying? You said if Draymond never
didn't have his personality, what you mean? Like he wouldn't be the player he is then.
Yeah, he gotta have
his whole game is attitude.
He wouldn't get suspended that game 5 of the 2016 finals. He wouldn't have pushed KD out of the Warriors. We'll be talking about the Warriors having probably like 5 or 6 straight finals wins. Like, we'll be talking about the Warriors straight differently. Like, we probably be having them over the Bulls nowadays.
Yeah.
So,
but Draymond without the attitude make him a whole different player, though.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the Draymond they want.
Yeah, like you want the Draymond that's a headache. Like that's what's best for your team. He come to work to do the dirty work. Like y'all pull up in Ferraris, he pull up in a pickup truck and a hard hat. Like he came to work. You need him with that attitude.
Yeah, I don't know if it works without Draymond.
And to speak on what Dre said, to speak on what Dre saying. Every team, like Dre was saying, every team that's won a finals has had a Draymond. You need that type of player that's gonna push your team and that's gonna play defense and that's not gonna really care about nobody but whatever the team consists of, whatever the team wants. And if you break down every team that has won a championship basically has a Draymond Green or something similar to that type player. You know, your Bulls had Rodman. You could look at teams like the Bucks that just had a player like Bobby Portis that has energy like that. Them type of players psych your team up and keep your team motivated. Your Boston Celtics, when Boston was trying to get there recently, they had a Marcus Smart type player that was aggressive like that. So if you just look at the championship, even Denver, you know, Denver with a Reggie Jackson type player and stuff like that, you have players like that. Man, them players will push your team, man, and motivate your team to get better because those are your locker room players. Those are your players that's sitting on the bench preaching and getting your team motivated and stuff. So every team has to have a Draymond to me to win, to be able to take it to that next level.
For sure.
I guess.
So what
if you want to say that.
So what y'all think about this? And Dre, I hope you're listening because this is a good one for you.
Yeah, I'm here.
What if Customato never died and he was alive to be able to help control Mike Tyson when he got out of control?
Hey, then he probably would be the GOAT. He probably would be the GOAT. Because a lot of people, he already there in a lot of people's eyes. Mm-hmm. So with some structure, that's like controlled chaos. That's if I can take a tornado and put it in your house.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm going to be the best destroyer of houses ever.
Man,
definitely.
Yeah, I'll give you
that.
What
about Pat Bev? What about Pat Bev?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what about that?
I'd rather say Rondo. I would say Rondo before Pat Beverly.
Rondo. Oh yeah, on that Celtics team, I'll give you that. Or Kevin Garnett, really. But
yeah, I would definitely say
anyway.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Y'all just struck a nerve with that. So what if your boy LeBron James is not bailed out for that first championship by Ray Allen? How does his career go? Because at the time he didn't have any finals, and he had just came to Miami and lost that first year. So if Ray Allen don't hit that shot, how does LeBron's career look? We talked about the opposite. If he won went 10-0, but what if he don't get that first one? And now they lose their first two. They lose their first two in Miami.
What if John Paxson and Steve Kerr didn't hit their shot? I don't want to hear that.
I think the same. Honestly, I think the same thing was gonna happen. I think the same thing was gonna happen.
Well, he was gonna win next year. Then look, hello. Let me say this.
He was gonna go to the Lakers.
Bron not my favorite player, but I am a Bron supporter. And when it comes to the Ray Allen saving his legacy shot, or however, like that shot was a big shot, because if Ray Allen missed that shot, the series is over.
It's over.
Like, if that shot doesn't go in, everything Bron did is not going to matter.
Right.
Series over. They win if he missed that shot. Like,
I think
Paxson and stuff, if they missed their shots, they still got another game.
Game.
Just came back.
Right.
That shot really did change Bron's career, bro. Like, I'm the biggest Bron supporter. Well, not the biggest, but that shot was slightly different because, like I said, if he missed that shot, bro, series is over. Series is over.
Yeah, okay. I think if this is my honest opinion, I think if Ray Allen don't hit that shot, then I think it's trouble in paradise the next year. It's trouble in paradise.
Yeah, but
losing two finals in a row is crazy.
Didn't they already have one at that time?
No, they hadn't won. Remember the first year they lost to Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They won against OKC. They won against OKC.
They won against OKC.
I thought he had a ring at that point.
OKC was the second one. Ray Allen hit one.
No,
it was the first one.
No, they beat OKC. KD fan. They beat us first. Bron first.
Yeah, they beat OKC first. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. He already had one by that time.
Yeah. Okay.
But that still would have changed his career though. But
yeah, it would have changed a lot.
For sure. That, like I say, that shot.
I feel like if he would have missed, Kawhi would have never left us. I feel like Kawhi Leonard would have never left the Spurs either.
I feel like Kawhi situations because they didn't believe he was really hurt. That's why he left. So if he didn't get hurt, I feel like he would have stayed. But that situation messed it up for him.
Dre, I got a question. We don't stay on LeBron for just a second. This is a question just for you. I'll pose to Shannon too, because I don't know where really Logan E-Dub go.
Go ahead.
The Kyrie shot. You told me when he became the GOAT to you is when they came back and beat Golden State, right?
Yeah.
So just say everything played out exactly like it was. He had a great series like he did, except Kyrie don't hit the shot and Golden State win, which means LeBron did everything else he did. Nothing was different except Kyrie didn't miss. Do you still think he the GOAT, or was it because he won that fourth title, or was it based on his play?
Whoa.
You want to go first? Go ahead.
If Kyrie didn't hit that shot, they're still up one though. They're still up one.
That's what I'm gonna say. The game was either tied or something. So if they missed that shot, like they could go to overtime.
They was up 2, wasn't it?
I think the game was tied, me personally.
No,
I think it was 89 when he hit that shot.
No, it was
I would have to look it up. I'm just going off the top of my head. I ain't sure.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure.
I remember that was going back and forth. Could nobody score for like a couple minutes?
Mm-hmm. But the whole point is, is it based?
I mean, if you don't win that championship, it's different for some. And anytime, look, Bron lost enough in the finals. He can't afford no more finals losses. Mm-hmm. So another loss on his resume would for sure make it worse. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's a GOAT if he loses that.
Yeah, like I said, that down 3-1 in the finals, I'm like, this might be better than Mike, bro. You feel me? That's when I start like, hold on, I don't know. Like, I gotta revisit this Michael Jordan LeBron situation. You feel me? That's what gave me cause for pause right there. Other than that, I always had Mike as the GOAT.
Hello, what you got for us, man? Welcome back.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man. You know, man, I'm at the JOB, so I had to make sure things were held down in my absence. But
Hey, yo, her fire. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, her fire.
hey, when you slide through, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you on to my people now. I got you.
For sure.
I got you. But so if we're talking the greatest what ifs in sports history, I really got two. Like one of them changed the game, but one of them, Keith, is really kind of near and dear to your heart. I'm surprised ain't nobody said it. In 2001, a young Jets linebacker hit a quarterback and seared a blood vessel in his chest.
That's it.
And that made way for a second-year, 6th-round player to come in and take the start in him. And what came from that,
Ooh, that's a good one.
I hate to say it, is a 20-year dynasty. And one Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
Junior.
You know what I mean? And what if Drew Bledsoe never gets hurt?
Ooh.
Like, think about that for a second.
Well, yeah,
There is no Tom Brady. There is no 20-year dynasty. Like, what if that never happened?
That's tough right there.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
Good one.
tough.
You know?
Good one.
Do you
Man,
think Brady would eventually get the start though?
No.
I don't
Not
think
for at
so.
least like 5 years.
If you look at
Well-
Belichick's history, I would say no. Because
Yeah,
Bledsoe was a serviceable quarterback at the time.
He wasn't trash.
I think they were 10-5 the year before, right? Like, they were like 10-5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the year before with Bledsoe. So
Bledsoe-
he was a serviceable quarterback. He was like the highest paid quarterback in the league at the time, or one of the highest paid.
Yeah, and obviously
Like-
he was touching Brady if he was coming off the bench, and you picked him in the
And
6th round.
You hear me?
Ooh, that's another
So-
good pick about Bo Jackson.
So
Nah,
what if
that's
that
good.
never happens? And I guess my second one is, to me, one that changed sports forever. Like, changed the whole landscape of every sport forever. And that is, what if Curt Flood never challenges baseball's reserve clause? If Curt Flood never challenges baseball's reserve clause, that started what we now know as free agency. There was no free agency prior to Curt Flood challenging baseball's reserve clause. Baseball had the rights to their players exclusively, really, in perpetuity.
Forever.
They can change contracts the way they wanted to. They can trade the player whenever they wanted to. And mind you, Curt Flood had 7 gold gloves, and St. Louis was trading him for the money, and he refused to trade. Now, the thing is, he ultimately lost. He took it to the Supreme Court and ultimately lost. But he refiled in 71, and because he had the backing of the MLBPA, they was doing strike actions, which led to baseball saying, hey, you know what? We're going to basically make the reserve clause inoperative. And then 2 guys, I think they were white guys, I can't think of their name, actually went in and successfully were the first 2 players to get their free agency.
Wow.
But it started with Curt Flood. It started with Curt Flood.
I'm on here dropping history. You hear me?
And what if that never happens? Because free agency is what has grown pretty much every sport we watch.
Facts.
Player mobility, players being able to move around, go here, go there, teams get assembled. Like, we was talking about this the other day about, how hard it is to win a chip in what era versus, older eras versus now. And I was like, to me, one of my points was free agency made it harder now. So I'm saying, what if you never had that and you never had free agency? Like, you would have never seen a Kyrie LeBron. You would have never seen, the big 3 in Boston.
I don't want to hear it. This finna be a LeBron
You
deal.
know it. You know because you felt it in your soul. That means LeBron might not have none because he can't go running every 2-3 years, man. Oh, that would have killed him, LeBron.
Hey, bro, it's a trickle-down effect. So, to me, them are the 2 biggest what-ifs. Like, what if Drew Bledsoe never gets hurt? And what if Curt Flood never challenges baseball's reserve clause?
We know who it wasn't affected, though, don't we, Dre?
No, I don't know.
I'm affected.
I don't know.
We don't have to sit still and just do. I ain't gotta say his name, man. I ain't even gotta say his name.
Keith.
Man,
Yeah.
look,
Keith.
one player had a good GM, one player had a terrible GM.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly. Keith.
Oh, you think
Keith.
so? You think a player that get rid of a championship team is a good GM? I think not.
I think the dude that kept going to get him pieces to win is a good GM.
He built around him.
He said, "Oh, you
Keith.
can't win. You need some help. I'm gonna get you
Okay,
picked.
so players
Oh,
we
y'all
won't
need some more help. I'm gonna go. You feel me? Kept
so
getting
players
him
that we
help.
won't name, they don't never get help every year. All-Star break help. They don't never get help, right?
That
Okay.
started happening halfway through his career.
Hey,
That one
what's
from
going
day
on,
one.
DA? What's going on? Dre ain't talking about nothing right
Halfway
now.
through his career.
What's
Yeah,
up,
what's
man?
going on, man? Talk to me, DA.
Now,
Give me
you said,
one.
what if Shaq and Kobe never split?
Yeah,
How many you think they could have got? That's a good one though.
they would have been the closest, I think, to that 6. I think they could have ran another 3-peat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Because
But
if
they
Kobe
got-
one got 2 more, and Shaq got one, so
Yeah,
they probably
and
could have got
that's the
6.
thing. They can't just be playing together. They got to have the right attitude, like they locked in. You know,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
can't be turmoil because that's why they didn't get 4 in a row.
Yeah, nah. The only way they would have never split up, they would have to squash that. Kobe would have to sit down and tell him he's sorry for snitching on him or something.
DA, what you got
Yeah,
for
that
us?
is what happened.
You know,
I
Kobe
know you got
rat.
something to do with the
rest his
Mavericks.
soul.
What about the Mavericks?
I said, I know you got one for the Mavericks.
Well, he got defensive real quick.
Yeah, I thought you.
Bro, I'm rocking
Do you
with
got a what if, man?
Oh, what if,
yeah.
man? I be thinking about man, shit. What if Brandon Roy wouldn't have never?
We
them
talked
bad
about
knees,
that.
man.
Yeah,
We said Brandon Roy.
I'm talking about, man. That boy, that was something serious.
No,
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Brandon Roy, Penny, Grant Hill.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
But staying around that Lakers, what y'all think if the commissioner would have
Chris
let
Paul?
Chris Paul come to the Lakers?
Oh,
Yeah,
Hit him
I
with
was
the
thinking
Kobe.
about that.
Yeah. Hey, I don't hate Kobe, bro. I do not hate Kobe. I've been getting this for the last 2 weeks. I do not hate Kobe.
We
I
love
just
Kobe.
don't think he is good as y'all think he is. That's all.
Man,
I don't think so either.
You very disrespectful for that.
I'm
Dre,
not.
we on the same. We're on the
You hear
same
me?
headset.
I mean,
That's
and
what I'm
number
saying.
7 is good. That's good. It's been
Low.
3,500
Five
players.
for
I
my
got
team,
6
Low,
players over
you
you.
let-
That's
yeah,
good.
You need to let Drake and
Dollars, man.
Shannon. You need to turn Drake and Shannon onto your lock person because obviously they shit too tight. So when we get off here, you send them numbers so they can come back to reality.
I don't hate
Oh,
Kobe.
man.
I got 6
I
players
don't hate
ahead of
Kobe.
him. Just
He's top
only
10 for
6.
sure.
Only 6. That's great. That's
Yep.
amazing.
He's top 10.
You
He's
hear
not
me?
top
I
5
got
though.
like 13 people, 14 people ahead of
Going
KD.
back to
That's my favorite
going back
player.
to
I
football.
probably got 24 people ahead of AI. That's my favorite player of all time.
Hey man, they say when you're in the hole, stop digging, man. Just let it go. Who got another one?
I'm not biased at all.
Nah, I got one. Going back to football. Being I have to say when
Uh-oh.
Miami Dolphins didn't sign Drew Brees and we signed Dante Culpepper back then when we had opportunity to get Drew Brees. I think about what Drew Brees could have did in the AFC against Brady. If that trade would have went down, just being biased for my team.
Still would have called
with the
L's.
Saints.
Yeah,
I think that
that
would've been
ain't no big what if,
think that
man. That was gonna get your butt
Still
whooped.
would have called L's.
Oh yeah.
I think
I can't
I
say
think
that.
another
I can't
big-
say that. I can't say that. I
Shoot,
can't
I
say
can.
that. I can't say that.
I think another big what if is if the
say
Seahawks
that.
actually ran the ball.
A Drew Brees, what we had
Yeah.
going on over there, I can't say that.
Oh,
That's a good one.
oh,
That's a good one.
oh, that's a real good one.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a great.
What can I say?
I
What
still
can I
don't
say?
understand, bro. Like, that's the stupidest call ever in Super Bowl history, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I loved it.
Of course you
All these-
fucking love it.
Yeah. It was a beautiful thing to me.
No. Now I got another one on that tip right there. That's a good one, younger. I got another on that tip, and we're gonna stick with the Patriots. And it was one of the stupidest calls. What if that dumbass ref in that Raiders game didn't call that tuck rule call?
Oh,
That started the dynasty.
Fact, it
The
did.
tuck rule.
That's why
The
all
tuck
these
rule.
people though. You gotta
Hey,
think that first ring they cheated. They were cheating the whole damn time.
Bro, that's a rule we have never
No,
seen
it wasn't.
applied before or since.
The Brady rule.
Think about it. We have never seen that rule applied before or since.
Only that one time.
Okay, y'all through?
What if?
Okay, yeah, y'all through?
Y'all through? Y'all get it out? Did y'all get that out?
I'm just saying, they started cheating, they ended cheating. It's, you know.
How can you
Man,
say
my boy
he
wasn't cheating.
cheating?
He wasn't cheating.
Get back with the ref. That's a ref thing, right?
What
Right.
about
Remember-
when he said, hey, deflate them balls, my boy? What about that?
Exactly.
What about
He
Exactly.
that?
ain't had nothing to do with
You
that.
know what? You know what happened? You know about
Why would he deflate the balls though? Who he
Wait,
deflated
Why did he
for?
throw his
Right.
phone in the ground?
Hey, you know
Why
what?
did he
You
throw
know
his
it's
phone?
mighty funny that when y'all say he had the balls deflated, they had a terrible half, and then all of a sudden they right now. All of a sudden they come back and win the game. So I don't see what kind of effect you talking about.
He been doing it. They just caught him that game. He been doing that shit.
Oh, here
He
we
grabbed
go.
that ball and said, "Hey, man,
Boy.
Lord, you know I want my ball soft."
Man,
He
when you
said,
on
"All right."
top, they ain't got nothing to do but shoot at you, man. That's
Hey
it.
man, they been proven they got caught cheating though.
Bro, you been calling this man to go for 2 weeks straight.
He is the go. He also a cheater.
Oh man.
If Tom Brady was so innocent, he wouldn't have thrown his phone to the ground or in the ocean or whatever he did.
He didn't
That's all
throw
I'm
his
saying.
phone in there. You just talking. Now look, don't start that Reddit rumor stuff, bro. What he did, he turned his phone in, and they say it was erased. Just like any superstar, if
Yeah.
they get a new phone, they're gonna erase. Okay, so if you're $100 million star quarterback and you get a new phone, you're gonna leave all your data. No, matter of fact, you as a freshman in college, do you leave your data on your phone when you get a new one?
Man, if the cops
So
ask me
he-
for my phone
so
right
he was
now, I am not
cheating,
deleting a piece
Huh? Who?
of anything off my
Look,
phone.
I'm not turning this into the Brady cheat or not thing. We
He
talking
did.
about what
We
it is.
know he did.
Nah,
He did cheat.
I know hate when I hear it.
Belichick cheated
Okay.
with
I'm a Cowboy hater.
the
I'm a
signals.
Tom Brady hater. You feel me? I admit this.
Okay,
And I know he cheated.
I hear you.
I think one person mentioned it before, but Bo Jackson, if he never got hurt, if his hip never came out his socket,
Oh yeah,
I think he's the best
absolutely,
athlete of all time.
Oh,
absolutely.
I think he's better than Barry
Absolutely.
Sanders, to be
Still
honest.
got him up there in that conversation.
I think
Hey,
he's better
man.
than Barry Sanders.
Hey, what if the Blazers didn't draft Sam Bowie?
And that would have got Mike.
They would have got Mike.
they would have got Mike.
I don't think Mike would have been Mike because how
Yeah,
was the
that's
GM over there? Was the GM go get Scottie Pippen?
That's my whole point. What if the Blazers said, you know what, we're gonna take
And not to
Mike
say,
instead of Sam Bowie?
listen.
He'd probably still be amazing, but
But you know what, though? And to your point, saying that Sam Bowie started a trend. He started a trend.
Mm-hmm. A bust.
Sam Bowie started a trend because seemed like after the Sam Bowie pick, it just started trickling down each year to players getting drafted like that, and more players, good players getting passed upon. Man, it seemed like a trend started after that.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, but Sam Bowie was good at Kentucky though. Not to
Yeah, he
take nothing
was.
from him though. He was a dog.
Hey, so look, I got a dark one. I got a dark one. Y'all stay here with me on this, but I'm gonna put it out here for the sake of the show. What if Magic Johnson never got that old thing?
Nah, hey,
He ain't got it.
Magic might be MJ. Magic might be MJ.
If
I
he
don't
never
think so.
got that,
He ain't
he
got
got
it.
about another 3 years.
Listen,
He got
Yeah,
another
that
3
was
years
right in the
league.
middle of his prime.
Listen.
He would have got at least one more
Magic.
championship. At least one more. He got 5. He at least got one more.
Ooh. The
I'm
Jordan
not gonna lie, man.
story,
Magic
brother.
Johnson is genius.
Huh?
Listen, LOC, man, back me up on this one. Back me up on this one, LOC.
Talk
That
to
man
me.
is
Talk to me.
genius. You at the end of your career. You at the end of your career. biggest name, probably one of the biggest names in Laker history, and all of a sudden you see this young man coming in taking the torch, and a man come to you and say, "Hey, we want you to say that you have this big time disease, and we gonna take care of you the rest of your life. You done lived your life, your kids done lived their life, your wife." You owner the Dodgers and all this stuff. That man is pretty genius. He said, I'm finna go out in a blaze of glory and be rich. And that's what he did.
What do you want?
Because that man bigger than me and been living with it for 30 years.
So you
was already rich.
Saying he don't have AIDS? He didn't have AIDS?
Huh?
He was.
So you want to say that he didn't have AIDS?
No, he don't. He do not.
You know, backing that up?
He don't. He don't. He don't
He
have
has
it.
really good
He
medicine.
don't have it.
He has really
that
good
was
medicine.
a money scam
Yeah,
for him to become rich. Don't have it.
I mean, it's
He
a
don't
cure for everything.
Man,
So
when have you ever heard a man never be sick? We have never heard Magic Johnson be sick. Never. You ain't never heard Magic Johnson going to the doctor for nothing. And he been living 30 years.
Yo,
Hey,
30 years.
I honestly don't think Magic got it. I feel like he's rich enough. You know, it's a cure for everything. You know.
Yeah.
He died in a month. Man, come on, man. That man took that bag.
And then
He
his
the
wife
true
ain't got it.
definition of
None
what
of
getting
his
the
kids got it.
So here's another one. Golf.
No.
Tiger Woods.
No.
If Tiger Woods never
couldn't
done that
still look like she came fresh out the oven.
Yeah. So if Tiger Woods never got into that mess, does he break the record? Because I don't think he's gonna break it now.
Yeah, I think Tiger Woods. No, I don't think so. He been having back problems. His back is what's keeping him from really doing his thing. It had nothing to do with his off the course troubles. His back has been troubling him for quite some time now. Like that back issue is really his main thing.
That took him out for a few years though.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Tiger Woods, he a great talent, but the allure of Tiger walking on the I think he fed into that. And now when that happened, he stopped thinking of himself like, okay, now they critiquing me. You know, sometimes you can hear the crowd. I think at the beginning he couldn't hear the crowd. Then after that stuff happened, he started hearing the crowd too much. I think that's what threw him off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just think his back is just not what it used to be. You know, you get older, you know, it's a lot of things that, you know, I don't know what his strength and conditioning was, you know, throughout his career. You know, was he thinking about that type of thing? You know, but go ahead, Youngin.
What if Lawrence Taylor never took cocaine before games?
He wouldn't have been Lawrence Taylor. That's why he had all that.
What if LT never took cocaine before games?
Hey man, look. Once you're a user, you need that. Bro. That man was a user. Give that man the line.
Hey, that's what made him crazy. That's why he was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, would he still be LT with being sober and stuff?
No, bro. Bro, something like that give you your attitude. They give you your edge. You think he was doing it because he enjoyed it? I mean, he enjoyed it, but he need that edge, bro. Once you get in your routine, one thing about professional athletes, once they in routine, that's in their routine.
Yeah.
Line point per game. You hear me?
Hey, so look, I'm gonna throw an audible in the show. I'm gonna leave sports a little bit.
I mean, it's not gonna take away. It's not gonna.
Man, that boy got a bad delay.
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
So my question is, what if Tupac never got killed?
See, I ain't even think about nothing like that.
Is that really sports though?
No, I said I'm gonna call an audible and get away from sports because I just want to see what y'all opinion on that. Does he run the rap game? Is he the biggest star ever?
I don't know about the biggest star ever, but he definitely run the game. For at least, I give him a good 5, maybe 10-year run at the top. But he was definitely gonna run the game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Rap is a fickle genre. Rap is a very fickle genre. It is not loyal at all. Facts. And it is a young man's game. So don't get me wrong. Tupac was 25 when he passed.
Yeah.
You know, so he was still a young dude, but at the same time, he puts out a lot of work. And he would have, like I said, I think he would have had a couple-year run, but you know, I don't think that him losing his life I think actually, in a crazy way, him losing his life from a rap standpoint made him immortal.
Yeah,
You know,
benefit for
I
sure.
think if he was still around, we would still know who Pac was. We would still remember him. But the allure and the aura that he has now, posthumously, wouldn't be the same. Like,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
I don't think he had the business mind of a Jay to expand. I don't know that he could have been doing the acting thing. Could have probably flourished
See,
there.
that's what I see.
No, that's what I was.
Yeah,
He would have been a hell of a movie star.
that's my thing. I think he still is the biggest star in hip hop if he lives, even if Biggie is alive. Channing, you will not be able to appreciate what Pac was when Pac got out of even before he left. But when Pac got out of prison and went to death row, man, he just went through the roof, man. I worked at a music store for 5 years. That boy, I mean, it was just crazy. Tupac.
What you on your phone now, Doug? What's on?
Yeah, man. Because look, man, I had to delay, man, with the man.
You straight? Your audio going in and out now, though.
It is.
Oh no,
You
you
straight
good
right now, though. You good right now?
You
Man,
good?
you
You
got to
good?
get that. Gotta
Yeah,
get that equipment.
I kind of agree with that. Like Tupac, allure was partially because he was in the 90s and you just didn't see the superstars as much as today. I feel like by now it might wear off, but then again, Mike still got it. But you don't see Mike as much as you would see a rapper though. So that kind of, you get that allure when you don't see people.
We've seen Drake have about a 15-year run, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still going.
That's what I'm
Drake is
saying.
still
You think,
Yeah.
and you don't think Tupac could have lasted that long? Into Drake 38. You don't think Tupac? I think the whole music industry looks different if Tupac is alive and Pimp C is alive because they was checking everybody.
Oh, that was gonna ban Pimp C.
But
was
y'all have to
checking
look at.
Huh?
To me, you have to look at the history of gangster rap, right? Gangster rap didn't really last that long. When it got to the 2000s, that was kind
It
of
didn't
over.
last that long.
I mean,
It's
of course,
still
it lasted
going on
long.
right
It lasted
now.
from like 1980.
People out here
But think
literally
about it.
smoking
Think about
dead
what's
people.
mainstream. Think about what's mainstream. Think
Drill
about what's
music, which
mainstream.
is gangster
Drill
music.
music, which is, but they lived a different type. This is LA, California. They don't make LA like the West isn't even really remotely close to where rap is nowadays. So when you look at the longevity of gangster rap, like it's not really there. And Tupac really didn't really have that versatility to go towards. Like he didn't have the voice to go towards a different genre of rap, if that makes sense.
Well, you kind of confusing me because I don't see what that has to do with.
Think of what Drake. Think of Drake. Think of Drake, right? He has adapted
Drake got
to every
a lot of
form of rap.
sounds.
Yeah,
Drake
has adapted to rap in every form.
Do you
But
understand?
I don't think
do you
Tupac
understand
has that type of versatility.
Tupac had rhythm and melody when he rapped.
I don't think he understand Pac because Pac, when it comes to songs, Pac had a song about everything. Pac
People don't even really consider Pac a gangster rapper. Like Pac is not considered a gangster rapper.
Nah, he not.
Like
he not.
You know,
more
like
a conscious rapper than anything.
Very much so. Like Pac is a panther. Like he, when you used to talk, like Pac is one of the very few artists that can give you a thugged out joint and then turn around and give you a Brenda's Got a Baby, and the world accepts them both. You know, like Gucci Man can't turn around and give you a Brenda's Got a Baby. You're gonna be looking at Gucci like, the hell wrong with you, man? Because like Pac he was all encompassing.
Yeah, and to that point, Shannon, as big as you think Drake is now, Pac was bigger. I promise you.
In his era,
I'd highly doubt it.
In his era,
highly doubt it.
I'm saying
Pac is bigger now.
Pac is bigger.
Like,
do you realize the amount of records Pac used to sell?
I think he looking at it.
Look at Drake right now.
I think Youngin looking at it from a social media standpoint is how big Drake is. And
look at how much.
I agree with the older heads on this because I'm an 80s baby and I listened to Pac growing up. Pac had one of the biggest rap influences in the game. That's why so many rappers now say he's considered one of the greatest of all time. It's the reason why your Jay-Z's, why your T.I.'s, why your Wayne's, your Eminems are saying that he was so great. You're not going to give him flowers if he wasn't good.
Yeah. And his music is timeless. Look, as good as Drake is, we'll be listening to Pac for
let's be real.
The same for Drake. Drake has a lot of bubblegum pop type music. He's the biggest star. I rock with Drake. But what Pac has is timeless, bro. It hits
music is different.
Huh?
With music, it's different.
Like
I'm
Pac was
talking to Shannon. With music, you can't really
15
count the
years.
record sales. You can't really count the record sales.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta
15
go off like
years.
longevity and shit. I mean, Pac was dead. He can't have 15
15
years to be
years.
dead.
Look,
Okay.
you have to understand something. You have to understand something. Like,
Drake is up there with Michael Jackson right now.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
y'all
no,
are
no,
hearing
no.
me right now.
No,
Drake
no,
is
no,
up
no.
there with Michael Jackson in terms
Yeah,
of
it's
record
a different
sales.
landscape. Do you
Look at statistics.
Look,
Look,
record
look,
sales,
Drake is up
yeah.
there with Michael
has
Jackson.
Drake ever
Record
sold 10,
sales,
12 million records? I'm talking about
Yes.
real records.
I'm gonna keep it
Bro,
100.
I'm
I
talking
don't care
about
how
real
Drake
records,
is up
not
there with Michael
internet.
Jackson.
it ain't a Drake song to me that's out that's better than anything Michael Jackson put out.
Okay,
I don't
but
care.
look at the record sales.
Like,
Look
Drake
at the
don't
number
have
one
Record sales don't
Billboard.
make
Hold on,
record sales.
hold on, hold
Music
on.
is different.
song to me that
You,
You're looking at it from the wrong perspective.
yeah, you have to take
The
into
numbers
account
don't
how
lie.
we,
That's all I'm
how,
saying. The numbers don't lie.
hold on. No, numbers don't lie, but they don't always tell the whole truth either.
That's
You know, but because my thing is that you got to look at how music is consumed. Like right now, you click on a song, I think 30 seconds is considered a stream. So you click on a song. If you don't like the song after 31 seconds, they count that as a stream. You know, so now it's like, okay, I got 10 million streams. I'm like, yeah, man, I turned that bullshit off 30 seconds. I'm like, hell no. But because I gave you 30 seconds of my time, you got the stream.
Shannon.
So it's like you got to always consider how we consume the music.
Yeah.
Like those numbers are inflated.
Shannon, before you go real quick, I worked for Musicland for 5 years, bro. It's a totally different thing when you have to get out of your bed, get in the car, leave your house, go drive, stay in line to wait and buy a CD that you got to then take care of, to where you can just wake up in the middle of the night and say, oh, okay, out of the convenience of my home and my phone, I can either buy an album or just select the songs I want and never have to buy the rest. It's a totally different mentality. We were real fans. We stood in line and waited and collected CDs. What y'all doing, it's the streaming area. Okay, you like some songs you don't. I mean, it's like Loke said, it's how the way y'all consume it. You should have more, because now hip hop is global. It was pop helped make it global. Drake is benefiting off what they did.
Man, Pac has murals in countries that don't speak English.
Yeah.
If Tupac is what you guys are saying he is, which he is, he's a great rapper. He's probably top 3 rappers of all time, in my opinion. If Tupac is what y'all are saying he is, why wasn't he selling as many records as MJ?
He was. What are you talking
in the rap
Hold on,
industry,
hold on.
Ah,
Not
let me
even
break
close.
that down. Hold on, LOC. Let me break that down. Michael Jackson
ahead.
was not an R&B singer. Michael Jackson was pop. That's why he's considered the king of pop. He was pop music. So you can't sit there and say that and break that down into 2 different genres of music. You can't say that. Michael Jackson to this day is still one of the top selling artists ever of all time. That's why I say Drake ain't. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, the only reason why Drake is getting the notoriety like he is like Los and LOC said, and it's like Keith said, is because of streaming. And that's just the bottom line to it, man. Because it's not. Let me tell you, Thriller is hands down to me one of the greatest songs / videos ever invented, ever made. Because nobody ever done something like that. You know what I mean?
You know what?
I'm looking right here. Tupac got 2 albums that sold 10 million records, and another 2. I'm looking at Drake. Drake's highest is not there. Drake's highest record is, where is it? Because I got to keep going to find it.
Who the number one? Who the number one rap artist? Who sold the most out of all the rappers?
Drake.
Let me see. Bro, you talking about streaming, man? You talking about clicks.
No, look at billboards. I'm telling you, Drake
Eminem,
is the top.
Speaker Box.
Look it up. Look it up right now.
So Outkast Speaker Box did 13 million. Eminem, the Eminem Show did 12 million.
Eminem gonna be on there twice.
Marshall Mathers did 11 million. Notorious Big did 11 million. Beastie Boys did 10. Tupac did 10. Tupac did another 10. Lauryn Hill did 10. We still ain't got the Drake yet. Helmer did 10. Nelly did 10. We still ain't got the Drake yet. Eminem did another 10. Still ain't got the Drake. Will Smith did 9. We still ain't got the Drake. 50 Cent did 9. We still haven't got the Drake. Eminem did another 8. We still haven't got the Drake.
Look,
Lil Wayne
Shannon,
did 8. We still ain't got the Drake.
Shannon, look, I looked it up for you.
Oh man, bro, it's no comparison. I mean, and we still got something to go before we even get the Drake, bro, because he ain't sell albums like that.
I looked it up for you. Here go the number one. Here go the number one rap artist right here. Here go the guy that sold more than everybody.
What it say? Because I can't see it.
Eminem.
The white
Eminem's
dude.
tough.
It's the
Oh,
white
yeah.
guy. It's the white guy. That's who. But
look at
how
Drake.
great is Eminem? He outsold everybody. How great is Eminem?
Yeah.
And we all know why Eminem
Drake
don't get
has
the
literally turned
nod.
rap into pop music.
What? Man, come on.
Hold on,
man.
what he
Drake
say
has
now?
turned rap into pop music.
He said Drake.
Drake has turned
No.
rap into pop music.
No, Drake
No,
had
It's
no.
pop music.
No,
Drake
He a
turned
pop
into a pop
artist.
artist.
Drake has turned
no.
rap into pop music.
No, Drake
Nobody
is a
listen
pop
to him?
artist. He turned himself into a pop artist. He didn't
Nah.
rap is still rap.
Drake didn't turn rap into pop music. Rap itself became popular culture. So he's benefiting off the fact that rap has became popular culture.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, like now, you know what I'm saying? So especially because it's the music of the youth. And anybody that's in the 80s and 70s, baby, like us, will tell you, like back in the day, the number one genre of music was country and rock and roll. Like this was the most widely consumed music by the masses. You had your pop, country, and rock. One point, country was the biggest music genre on the planet, hands down, bar none. As time changed, younger kids, i.e., younger white kids, got older. They grew up in a world because white people are the majority in the United States. Let's just be honest. This is not a race discussion. It's just a real discussion. So as these young kids come up, they grew up listening to rap music. Like that's what they know. Like a young white kid now knows way more about rap music than the new rap music than I do. In my day, that wasn't the case. My day, white kids thought they were cool when they bought the Chronic album.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like that was their entry into the world. As far as saying, NWA and Ghetto Boy, that was still a little too rough for them. They liked it a few songs here and there. The popular ones, you Run DMCs and things of that nature, but especially from a gangster rap standpoint. But as this type of music became pop culture,
Yeah.
The culture
Is
shifted.
Eminem better than Drake?
Eminem's not better than
is
Drake.
Eminem better than Drake?
We're
Why not?
arguing
I'm
about
asking
Drake and
I'm asking
Tupac right now.
Shannon. Why not? Why not? He
We're
sold
arguing
more.
about
Why
Drake
not?
and Tupac right now. We're arguing about Drake and Tupac.
But
Drake
why
has sold
why
more
Drake better
albums
than
than
Tupac? Because he
Hey,
outsold
Shannon, do you realize that Drake got like double the amount of albums? So he should, right? Should he not?
Probably.
I know that's
so.
what I'm saying. But put his top 5 albums versus Tupac top 5 albums.
There's no comparison.
Then you would have a different outcome. You try to compare Drake, who got 15 albums, probably another 8 mixtapes, and been on all type of features. Yeah, if you're gonna include everything, but I'm talking about pound for pound, it's no comparisons. That's a
Have
new.
y'all listened to Take Care?
That's his
Have y'all
only
listened to
good
Take Care and
album.
Nothing Was the Same?
That is his
And nothing
only
was the-
good
and nothing
album.
was the
That
same.
is the best.
And nothing
That is
was
the
the
best
same.
album
Nothing
Drake
was
has.
the
same.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what album Certified Lover Boy. That's garbage. I listened to that.
Okay, I want you to listen to it right now. I want you to listen to it after the stream tonight.
He said,
I
"Put
want
that
you to listen
shit
to
on
this
right
after the
now."
stream tonight.
Right.
Hey,
You
man, look here.
And tell me and tell
Nothing
me
was
how
the
you
same.
like
Hey,
it.
man.
Hold on.
You know what I ain't never seen? I ain't never seen two dudes pull up at the stoplight bumping the Drake album in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I have.
Never.
Never.
I have.
Hey, two dudes in the car together. We stop at the stoplight with the windows down. We got
Yeah.
views from
I
the
hear
six
that's
zone.
my
You know what I'm saying?
window
No. I'll be like, hey man,
right now.
Nah.
Same way with Eminem. You can say the same for Eminem. You don't see nobody saying they finna bump that new Eminem album in the
That's a
street.
fact. That's a fact.
Eminem's not really.
But I
prevalent
tell you
anymore.
who you do here. I'm finna put that Wayne on. I'm finna put
Drake on,
It's
too.
a- it's a Wayne
I'll put
either.
that Drake on
They
too.
playing Pop 30 years later. Like he's still Tupac. It's yet to
Yeah.
be seen if we gonna remember some of this bubblegum
Yeah.
stuff Drake dropped.
Pac is the GOAT's GOAT. Whoever you think
Y'all
is
are
the
looking
GOAT,
at-
they got
Y'all are
Tupac as the
looking
GOAT.
at opinions, but facts over opinions for real. Because look at
We
who
just
sold
showed
more
you-
albums.
We just showed you the biggest selling
It says
artist.
25 best-selling rappers of all time.
Who number one?
Best-selling.
Who number
Eminem's
one?
number one. And I'll
So
give
that
him
means he number
but
one
Drake
then.
is
He better
number
than
two.
Drake.
And we're talking about Drake and Tupac. We're talking.
Okay, Drake better than Drake better than Tupac. Is Eminem better than Drake?
Answer.
In terms of album sales, yeah.
See, you know
what? He can't answer. You know why he can't answer? You know why he can't
And I
answer?
just-
Because
I
in
just
2000,
said yes.
listen. Listen.
You
Ask
didn't.
him where he was at. Ask him where he was at in 1999 when Eminem dropped his first album? Where was he at? Ask him where he was at.
No, you
I
said
listen
in
to all those
terms of
albums.
albums.
I listen to all those
Ask him
albums.
where he was at when Eminem first
I've
album
listened to
dropped
all
in
those
1999.
I've listened
Well,
to all of those
You
albums.
was a twinkle in somebody's eye at the time. Boy.
There you go, Keith. There you go. So he can't tell you about Eminem because he hasn't listened to Eminem content.
I've listened.
He can't
I've
tell you
listened
that.
to all of
Music.
those albums. I've listened
Like
to
we
all
go
of
back and
those
listen to
albums.
Pac, we can go back and listen to Eminem.
Yeah, I've
Eminem,
listened to all those
I
albums.
can throw somebody out
Eminem
there
is a
to
great rapper.
LOC. I can throw you somebody out there now that LOC and Keith know about more than anything. Where Eminem got his style, and that's Gangsta Nip out of H-Town.
Oh yeah,
Don't get me started on no music.
Gangsta Nip.
Hey, that
Don't get me
Eminem.
started on no music.
anything.
Now you
Ain't
talking
got
to
nothing to do
a
with
music, you
anything.
talking to a music head right here, so I
Oh,
can give
yeah.
you some
Yeah.
knowledge.
You know what? Again, like I said, you always have to take into consideration how the music is consumed. I understand when you're saying, "Hey, okay, Drake is selling all these albums, and from a sales standpoint, they're comparing him to this artist and this artist for the totality of all the projects he put out." You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's say he has surpassed Michael Jackson in album sales or music sales, correct? Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any album he has better than Thriller. Thriller sold 35 million. Thriller was at the top of the charts for almost a year. That's unheard of. Thriller was the number one album, not in the country, in the world,
That's
for
unheard
like
of. Drake
32
has done
weeks
that, like, twice or something
consecutive.
like that.
Without the
Drake has
internet.
done that
No,
like
no, no,
Without
no,
the
no,
internet.
no.
That's without
We're
the
talking one.
internet.
Look, it's only 52 weeks in the year. Thriller was the number
Drake
one
has done
album
that.
in the world. One album. And think about it. Thriller only had 9 songs on it.
I'll give you that.
The Thriller
I'm
album, it
saying-
only has 9 songs. And it sold 45 million records at a time, like he said, when you actually had to go buy the record and it had to go through SoundScan. You know, like
Man.
it is he sold a real 45 million in one record now.
Hold on.
One
And
record.
We ain't talking about
Not,
CD.
I'm not
This
talking
is
about
a
all of
CD,
his
this is a
work.
record.
We're talking about one
Right.
record.
And not even and just getting off Tupac. It's like you remember we was in Atlanta in 2003 when 50 Cent came out.
Yep.
You don't know how it feels to have in that era when stars were stars and big, man.
Yeah.
It's not like this Drake stuff where okay they dropping at midnight. You can go on here and everybody talking about it on the internet. Like it was a culture. Like music
Yeah.
was bigger back then, bro.
That's a fact, though.
I'm telling you, you don't understand the
You
impact.
had to care more. You
Bro.
had to care more. Like now, like you said, you could just wake up like, I might want this album now. You had to go and get the whole album and listen to the whole album and then decide for which song you like it. You can't. You had to like a lot of times you had to
Man,
go
look.
wait in line, or you had to get a
We're
bootleg.
in downtown Atlanta in a traffic jam at
Every
the All-Star game, and you could get out your car and just stand in the road,
Baby
and there
would
was
be
not a
playing.
car that would pass you that wasn't
Lil
playing Get
Baby
Rich or
would be
Die
playing.
Trying.
In the club,
And Lil
every
Baby will
car,
be
every
playing.
club. If you go,
Every car.
if you go in the club, they'll play it 5 times in a row, 6
That's Lil
times
Baby
in a
in
row.
Atlanta right now. That's Lil Baby in Atlanta right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm
What
just saying.
club have
Like,
you been in? Show me your ID.
I mean,
That's
Baby
Lil
New
Baby
on the
right
streets
now.
in Atlanta though, for sure.
That's Lil Baby
That's
right
exactly
now.
what he's
I
saying.
mean, that's just like Biggie. When Biggie came out, Biggie dropped
that's
that
Lil
double
Baby right
album
now.
when he came out with his music, man. Like it's
that's
just
Lil Durk right now. That's who else is there?
Not the
that's
one I be
everybody right
going
now.
in.
That's
Nah,
Gunna right
these-
now.
these-
That's Gunna right now.
They ain't got the
That's Gunna
impact.
right now.
They ain't got the impact these other rappers have. Bro.
Yeah, it's totally different, man.
Lil
But I
Baby.
respect your opinion because you just coming from a different era, man. You don't understand the CD.
Yeah, like you
era.
said, Tupac been gone 30 years, bro.
Yeah,
They still bumping him. Still bumping. Like I said, he's
Yeah,
the
but-
GOAT's GOAT, bro. Like whoever you got the GOAT, they'll tell you Tupac better than them.
and Channing, you very intelligent though. Or I know, you will honestly admit that it's different when you can consume music in the palm of your hands anytime, any day, anywhere. Than if you have to actually wait for a release date, go up, pick it up, right?
But think about it. The music market is so saturated right now. How does Drake have that level to where he takes up literally probably like most of the music?
Can I answer
music
that?
market?
Because it's saturated with a bunch of garbage.
I was just
yeah,
gonna say
a
that.
bunch of people put music out, but people drown most of that out.
Can I speak on this? Can I speak on this one?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because it's quality over quantity. And it's so funny that you say that about Drake because Kendrick Lamar don't have nowhere near the same amount of albums as Drake do, and they consider him better than Drake.
He can't even tie.
J. Cole don't have the same amount of albums that Drake has, and they consider J. Cole better than Drake. It's quality over quantity at the end of the day, and that's what Tupac was. That's what Biggie was. That's what a lot of those artists like Michael Jackson was, because they put out good quality music. All their songs were number one. You could have picked any song from the 80s and 90s rap, and it could have been a number one song.
Well, either
you didn't have to skip. You didn't have to skip a song.
Either to your point, what's gonna happen with Drake as he ages? We're gonna be selective about particular songs. He'll have songs remembered. He won't have albums remembered.
Let me ask you this. What do you feel
after death?
And since we're talking to music, what do you feel about Drake having so many ghostwriters that's writing these hit songs for him being exposed?
That's never been proven.
It has
never been proven.
So Quentin Miller never wrote for Drake. That's what you're telling me.
I do not believe
Quentin Miller that never went on a podcast and said he wrote for Drake. That's what you're telling me.
Oh, so okay. If he went on a podcast, I'll believe you. But he probably wrote some like songs, like not some.
Yeah, he gave him some songs, and Drake remixed them essentially.
But that's the same thing, though. This man wrote the
songs, not rap songs.
Yeah, you don't have to develop it. You don't have to develop the scheme. You don't have to develop the idea.
If you look at Drake's career just like anybody else's career. Drake just milking the system. If you listen to Drake's songs, he takes samples out of everybody else's songs and make them hits, and that's smart. But
everybody do that though.
Songs and you remix them. That's what you're supposed to do. That's called hip hop. You go borrow it. I'm not mad at what Drake doing.
You go borrow.
he borrowing. What I'm saying is to be 30 years, and even not even 30 years, to be deceased in the ground, and your music is still selling in an era that's all about drill and different type of genres of music now, for your music to still be considered the top in the rap game, man, that's GOAT status, man. That's GOAT status.
Yeah, Drake is go to people probably 25 and under. I will say that 25 and under, you probably do got Drake.
Yeah. You know, I have this debate a lot.
30 and under.
Tupac been dead 30 years.
30, it's like 30 and under for sure.
30 and under.
People my age be saying
no, because I would think but you're gonna split. Y'all gonna split with like Lil Wayne and people like that.
Yeah, I got Wayne for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course he's up there, but I'm just saying like Wayne,
he's
or
up there.
Not Wayne, but Drake is.
Just casual say, yeah, he up there.
Just so casual. Oh yeah, Wayne.
I didn't want to say that. I was gonna let that slide.
Y'all are hearing the tone of my voice and thinking Wayne isn't a good rapper. Wayne is a great rapper. Man, I listen to every album Wayne has dropped.
He's the best rapper that God ever created, if you ask me.
Keith, you know Cortland. Cortland was a Wayne listener for like from the day he was born. I've listened to Wayne ever since he's came out. So I know what Wayne is. I'm just saying Drake is probably the GOAT for most people 30 and under.
Yeah, give me Wayne. Any day.
I can't say that. It depends on what type of person.
Sales.
You know what? I'm not gonna even argue the 30 and under thing, because if somebody 30 and under want to say Drake's the GOAT, hey man, go for it. That's y'all. That's y'all thing. That's your era. I'm not gonna even argue with you. I'm just saying, as someone who is a little older and has been around to see all of it and not just some of it. Like, I get it. He's got a broad appeal. He's got the mass appeal. Because he targets, a lot of his music is for women and dancing and that type of vibe. It's a popular thing. He is making popular music. So if you are making popular music, you're making popular music to appeal to the masses. So numbers wise, yes, that's going to be your thing. It's different when you are an NWA and say, man, we ain't even making this type of music for y'all, but people bought it anyway.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole different type of effect where people say, "No, we rocking with what you got," even though you ain't making nothing for us.
Yeah, and your point, Drake to me is in the category of comparing him to The Weeknd and Taylor Swift. Like, they big pop icons. Yeah,
I was just say them two icons though. That's not disrespectful.
Pop icons.
Yeah, they are.
Think about pop icons.
Hey man, look. Hey man, if you ride with a chick and you don't want to offend her, put the Drake on. Yo,
That's Michael Jackson.
y'all gonna be able to
That's
ride,
Michael Jackson.
vibe. You ain't gonna offend her. Yo, hey, that's what he's for. Everybody serves their purpose. Music is about what speaks to your soul. Hey, you know what? You got a little honey, y'all ride, and you just don't want to like
Girl,
Listen,
go
if
just
you listen,
overtly offend
listen,
her.
youngin, let me tell you, I'm gonna break it down for you, youngin. If you like to play in the
Put
snow,
the Drake on.
if you got a chick and you like to play in the snow, put some Drake on. That's all I
facts.
tell you.
You
Put some,
good.
put you some.
Drake
If you
is-
like to play in the snow, put you some Drake on, man.
Drake is Michael Jackson level as a rapper. Drake is Michael Jackson level as a rapper. That's all I'm saying.
Michael Jackson.
That's all I'm saying. He's Michael Jackson level as a rapper.
He's
a
been
pop
beneficial.
icon.
I say this.
I feel you on that though. I feel you on that though.
But Drake is the one the industry chose to put on that pedestal. It ain't Drake's fault. He came in at the right. I'm saying he came in at the right time. He was very talented, and the internet said he's marketable. Mixed person, got a pop background with Nickelodeon. We can market this guy, and then not only that. Now you come with the streets, baby. They gave him the cosign. So now you got the pop world.
Drake got some shit though.
The street, no, 100%.
They became way.
You know, he
after-
ain't on Tupac level. Like,
I don't want to hear all that. They
Hey,
became
you know
way
what?
after Drake
I
gave
think-
Baby
I
a
liken it to
co-sign.
this. Yo,
Drake
he
gave
said
Baby
Michael.
a
He said
co-sign.
Drake is the Michael Jackson of rap, right? He said you said Drake is the Michael Jackson of rap. You know what? And I can respect that. Okay, I can respect that. Like I really can feel that. But it's like the debate that we used to have in our day. You know, we used to have the Michael Jackson Prince debate. God bless both of them. God bless the dead. R.I.P. to both of them. Yes, Michael Jackson is that pop icon, but the better artist, we all know. Prince was writing, composing, like doing it all. We all know now who the artist was. Like who was the better artist. Now, don't get me wrong. Mike is Mike, but as far as like this used to be, if you come up in my day, this used to be a real debate. Prince, Michael, which one is the top dog? You know, and most folks on a popular level will say Mike. You know, they know all of Mike's songs. Mike been doing it since Jackson 5, but Mike wasn't writing. Mike wasn't, thinking of them dead. Mike is a top entertainer. Now, if you ask me who's the best entertainer, we're gonna give it to Mike. So if you're saying Drake is the most entertaining, the most popular rapper from a mass appeal standpoint, but better,
I'm saying like a young nigga right here, the greatest entertainer of all time. That light skinned fella.
Chris Brown.
That light skin Breezy.
Come on,
Breezy.
that's
I'm
Chris Brown,
sorry.
man.
Breezy took that from Michael Jackson.
You
I'm
the
sorry.
new Michael
oh
Jackson.
hell no!
I ain't gonna say he took it. Now you
He took
talking
it.
like Shannon now. He ain't taking it.
Hey, he number one, and Mike 1A and 1B will do that. But when it
He
comes,
took it.
I think Breezy, it's
Look.
either they neck and neck. I got Breezy slightly ahead of
He
Mike.
could never take it.
Until they could go
Hey, bro,
over.
Look,
hey, bro, Mike been doing this since he was 9 years old, bro. Mike been top dog since he was 9 years old, man.
Listen,
look, we just getting phased out the world, bro. Just reality.
They
We
said
not-
Michael Jackson
Hey.
had an average of 20 people or more falling out of his shows just looking at this man crying and going into panic attacks because this man was on stage. Like, ain't nobody doing that.
Brian had ambulance at his shows too.
But I'm saying, what I'm not saying, he
Still Breezy. Breezy will never be on Michael level. It's just
said something. This man falling out.
Pure entertainment. He there.
Yeah,
Look,
like
Breezy is a arena guy. Mike is a stadium guy.
yeah.
it's a big difference.
Like Breezy ain't doing Wembley Stadium.
Good point.
Breezy's not gonna do Wembley Stadium.
Because there's levels to that shit.
You're a club/arena guy. You know, you might get at the height. You'll get you an arena. You know,
Yeah.
you get your nice little 5, 6, 7,000 seater.
50,000 people
Look,
coming.
if Mike came to the grave right now and decided he was gonna do a tour, he could charge whatever he want.
Yeah.
He gonna hit every Taylor Swift little baby tour. Get that out of here. If Mike,
Hey, Mike is Coachella all by himself.
Yes.
No other artist. Mike is Coachella all by himself.
Yeah.
man,
Hey.
Yes.
Mike the biggest artist to ever live, man. Him and the Beatles.
Period. Point blank.
Him and the Beatles.
Yeah,
Him and the Beatles. Him and the Beatles.
I'm just talking entertainment purposes. I'm a
Breezy man. Like I rock with Breezy.
So let me ask you this then. Let me ask you, because I know we saying who number one. So let me ask you this, Shannon. Do you think Drake music is the best? Now, I ain't talking about pop. I'm not talking about popular because a lot of his stuff is popularity. But do you think bar for bar, lyric for lyric, he is the best? Is the reason why he's up there?
As a rapper, I have him under Wayne and Biggie.
That's it.
I mean,
Look, Drake, to me, Drake is a hit maker. Drake is
I
an
mean,
anthem
I
maker.
can't-
Drake's whole thing
Listen.
is songs.
listen,
can't
I
rap
can't
like
I can't knock
Tupac,
you because
bro.
I'm not a big Jay-Z fan, and people
He
not me.
can't rap like
Oh,
Pac.
my bad. Okay, hold up. Let me
He
list
can't
them
rap
off. Let me
like
list them
Jay
off.
either.
He
Let
ain't
me list
nowhere
them
in
off. Let me
Jay
list
Z.
them off.
Go ahead.
I have Lil Wayne. I have Biggie. I have Tupac. I have Jay-Z. And I have Eminem. Then I have Drake. No. Then I have Outkast. Then I have Drake.
You got Drake over J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar rapping.
Oh, dang. You right. Kendrick.
Yeah, I'm about to
and
say
then Drake,
rapping
and then
now.
J. Cole.
Artists,
Kendrick,
Yeah,
yeah.
Drake over
Drake.
J. Cole.
As
Hey,
an artist,
I'm not gonna front like the boy ain't got some bars. He got some bars.
Yeah,
Look,
nah,
Y'all
he do.
haven't listened to
right
Drake.
now,
Y'all
right?
have-
We
I
splitting
I've
hairs.
listened to
We
Drake.
ain't saying whether he can rap or not.
Yeah.
We comparing him to the big boys now.
Yeah. But like I
Y'all
said, if
haven't
we
listened to
talking
Drake,
about
like,
bars,
I've
yeah.
listened to
But if we
Drake.
talking about
Yeah,
music,
well, I haven't
no.
listened to Drake like that because I can't.
Drake,
Why
You
Why
right
can't
though,
you?
Drake. But you right though,
Why can't
because
you?
when you start talking about music and lyrics, Drake, you right. You do got to break that down because it's a difference. It
yeah,
is.
Drake make the better songs, but like my biggest NBA young boy makes amazing music. He can't rap for shit.
Yeah.
Can't rap for shit.
Y'all see
But
what
his
this
songs
Hey,
are
you know
fire.
what?
over him and Joe
Same
Budden?
thing with Eminem. See, and my guy say this. Hey, can rap his ass off. But I'm like, man, I just can't listen to all this poker, stick a nail in your eye and all this other. I can't listen to all this dumb crazy shit all day, every day, make it. And he can rap his ass off. But I'm like, man, this ain't my type of music. I can't just, I just don't,
I
and
respect.
And
I just can't do it.
LOC like you because I'm a lyricist type guy. Like I listen to all music, love all music, but I like bars. I'm a storyteller. Give me a Slick Rick, give me a Big Crit, give me a Jay-Z, a AZ.
Hey, real quick then, real quick. Hey, real quick, round robin. Give me your top 5 rappers. Drake.
I mean, I put Big and Pop to the side because if I put them in, I only get to pick 3 rappers. So I put them to the side. They don't even count.
No.
Well, I got.
Rappers of all time.
I bet I got Wayne, I got Jay-Z, I got Pop, Big, and then man, one slipped my mind. What I say? Wayne.
Outkast.
No, Wayne. That's a group. I need one. No.
Andre 3000.
No.
Y'all sleeping on Andre 3000.
I had him. I just forgot who I said. I got Wayne,
Eminem.
Big, Pop, and Jay-Z.
Who you got, Lope?
Oh man, I got in no particular order.
Nah, put them in order. Don't do that shit. Put it in order.
No, for real, because I would have to really sit down and really do some thinking on my order. But in no particular order, you know what I'm saying, and just my own personal, I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have Jay, I'm gonna have Pop, I'm gonna probably have Face, I'm gonna have probably if we're just talking about lyrics, I'm gonna probably say 3 Stacks and just an old school near and dear to my heart, the man that started it all for me. Yeah, that Rocky, you know what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? The microphone fiend. You know what I'm saying? The microphone fiend. And I know a lot of y'all. We got a couple youngsters in here. If you are a lyricist, that's where it started.
Yeah,
Rock him.
No, I think
that's where it started.
No, I don't think it started with him. I think it was started with
You can't look.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Let me say this. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me say the one thing you really can't debate with them is the start of music because they was there.
Yeah, we was there.
We doing history and going off of he say, she say. They was literally there when hip hop started.
Oh, we were there.
We was at the Palace skating rink when all this stuff was going on, man.
Hey, we was breakdancing out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
We had the boom box. We walked around with the boom box. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No shoelaces in the Adidas. Come on now.
Who you got?
Oh man, this is this is gonna blow your mind, man. Who I'm gonna get though, man. But no particular order, man. And I mean, I'm just going off the head. I could put 50 people in this list. I'm going Tupac, Lil Wayne. I'm going Big Crit. I'm going Zero, and I'm going Outkast. And my honorable mention to swap out with Outkast will probably be UGK.
My honorable mention is Ice Cube.
That's another one. And the reason why I say Big Crit so much, man, because I listen to all his music since he done dropped. I relate to him. I listen to music that I can relate to. And if I put you in my top 5, that means you done said something that's near and dear to my heart or I done experienced. And that's the reason why you are my favorite artist and one of my top 5 artists. So when I hear people name their list, I don't knock them because they have.
You name Shannon. Go ahead.
You can't knock. Shannon already named his, remember?
All I'm gonna say, I think Wu-Tang has probably the best verse of all time. That's all I was gonna say. I think Wu-Tang is.
They ain't got but one song I like, Triumph. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got 2 songs in my dear heart, and I feel like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Notorious Thugs, and one of my all-time favorite song all time. That's just me. That whole beat concept, and that whole how big it had to flip it and get on these cats' level and rap like he did that first verse. Oh man, come on, man. That's one of the top 5.
I tell you what.
Hey,
half H-Town owe Biggie some money. I know ESG do. They owe Biggie some money because they stole his style.
Boy, all right, I'm finna get my list. I got Jay-Z number 1, Wayne number 2, Andre 3000 number 3, Tupac number 4, Scarface number 5. I think that's a dream team.
Yeah,
Scarface.
I think Pac rap better than Street.
Scarface is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. You know all the big boys who they love. It's Scarface.
Scarface.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who he is.
I would have to I hear a lot of people say 3 Stacks. I'm gonna have to go back and just listen to a lot because I don't think 3 Stacks a better rapper than Pac.
I don't know who Scarface is. I'm not.
I got look, but I admit I didn't listen to a lot of 3 Stacks.
I know you're a hip hop head. You go back and listen to it.
I definitely am because I got to get to the bottom of this for me.
Oh yeah, 3 Stacks the truth, man.
I'm gonna tell you what album you go.
Nas would probably be an honorable mention to me.
I can tell you the album you need to go to. Go to that Outkast ATL Aliens. Hands down, man.
Out of this world.
Southern Playalistic.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Southern Playalistic.
Playalistic, yeah.
It's ATLians.
One of my favorite joints is that Benz Beamer.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they don't know nothing about that.
Gotta go back and
that Benz Beamer, man. Hey man, that Benz Beamer, man.
That's off that New Jersey Drive. You heard
the Drive soundtrack, yeah. That's off the Jersey Drive joint, man. That's off the Jersey Drive joint.
Yeah.
Let's make it regional. Hot seat. Top 5 Southern rappers.
Oh, easy.
Andre 3000.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and say Outkast as a whole.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, the group. You can say the group.
Lil Wayne. Okay, I'm gonna get Lil Wayne, Andre 3 or Outkast as a whole. I have to go. Oh man, just slipped my. Y'all go before me. I'm keep thinking.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Definitely Outkast.
I know it. I think I'm gonna be the same.
Definitely UGK. Definitely Ball G. Definitely Scarface. And I'm gonna sprinkle. Man, I gotta split the baby between T.I. and Jeezy. That's me. I don't know which one.
Oh, I'm not. T.I.
Yeah. I had T.I. on my shit for sure.
I'm leaning T.I. So, but Jeezy had about when Jeezy hit.
Yeah, you had to be there. It's one of them you had to be there moments.
Jeezy was the closest I saw to 50 Cent when Jeezy hit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Jeezy made a kid like me that ain't never thought about selling no drugs. Want to sell drugs?
Made it sound good.
He made the street sound like it was where it's at, man. The way
hey man, and my guy know this. I'm sorry. He was just as a lyricist, man. He was just way too elementary for me. It was just too Dr. Seuss. He know I used to say that all the time. I'm like, man, this shit just too Dr. Seuss for me, bro. Like
you could listen to Jeezy. You can listen to Jeezy because he was
lyricist, fam.
Yeah. When you say how y'all
gonna enjoy that type of music?
How y'all put nationwide artists? If you just gonna say down south artists, you can't say down south artists and put artists that were nationwide in there. We the regional artists on there.
Yeah, but we just want to choose people. We went nationwide, and then we were breaking it down in the regions.
Yeah, like the South. Yeah, I would probably say I was pretty much the same. I would say UGK, Outkast, Wayne, T.I.
Nah, Wayne is a global artist. You can't use him in the South.
He's from New Orleans. What the fuck you talking about?
Boy, you don't have to use him when you do your list.
Hey, yeah, well, I know. Like that nigga from Louisiana.
No, bro, that's not. You can't do that, man. You can't put him in the global and then say from the South. He's global. He bigger than that.
Man, we remember these dudes when they were doing Chopper City in the ghetto, man.
A particular region, man. I don't know what you're talking about. We specifically talking about if you were born in a region.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But I gotta throw Boosie in there. We talking about the South. I gotta throw Boosie in there.
Man, Boosie is like top 5.
Man, bro, man. Boosie came out in '98 and he still booked up every weekend. Who else came out in '98 and booked up every
Pat
weekend?
is the best regional artist from the South, bro. If he wouldn't have died, he would have been bigger than everybody, bro.
Okay,
I don't got enough intel on Fat Pat.
You know, look, that was our era in Houston. That's when we was in Houston from 2000.
Yeah.
Fat Pat was huge, and he
Fat Pat was huge.
And Fat Pat was
birthed all them niggas that y'all talking about. Like at one point, Fat Pat was bigger than UGK.
Bro,
bullshit.
Man, you out your mind.
I know you out your mind now. I know you out your mind now.
I was alive and out there when both of them had the era, bro. It's no comparisons.
Me too. It ain't no comparison.
Fat Pat was hot. Was way more hotter than the South.
Make your list, Mark.
No.
Tell us how to make our list. Just make your list.
Man, look here. Much love to Fat Pat. Much love to Fat Pat. Fat Pat has not made one album and was never hotter than UGK when they dropped Riding Dirty. UGK, period. But Riding Dirty, man, come on, man.
Holler and yell and everything. That don't
bro, we were there. Like, you about what, 35?
Nigga, I was there in the 90s. What you mean?
How old were you? UGK album dropped in 96. Riding Dirty. How old were you in 96?
In 96, I was 8.
Goddamn right. I rest my case.
I was 18.
I rest my case. That means you don't know. That means you don't know.
That means you don't know.
That means you don't know. That means you were 8 years old. You probably still listen to a little bit of Barney.
Fat Pat had one album, and I bet you didn't sell 100,000 units.
Hold on. How old are you, Dre?
Is crazy.
How old are you, Dre?
I'm 31. I'm 31.
Okay, so the other day when we was arguing about Reggie Miller, you was telling Dre know what he talking about. Dre younger than me. So how he know about Reggie Miller? Reggie Miller was in his prime in 98.
Now, when we talk about music, we talk about the impact on music. They talking about being there to really feel what it means. When it comes to music, I can't tell them more impact because I wasn't there. Like, to know, like, if I'm explaining, like, if I'm telling him, when Wayne dropped the mixtape back in the day, if you wasn't there, you ain't gonna understand that feeling. Like, I can't tell them that feeling.
I got this bad habit that he think questions supposed to be answered the way he see them. He don't want you to answer them the way you want. He want to tell you your way crazy instead of just saying
Go ahead, Tanny.
I just want to hear yours. I don't want you to tell me mine ain't right. Just say yours.
I have to say Lil Wayne, Outkast, Ludacris, Jeezy, and Future. With the honorable mention, Rick Ross.
I like that. Yeah, I like
Future. I ain't no fan of Future, but Future was huge.
If you're gonna go overall from the South, how the hell y'all gonna mention the South without mentioning 3 6 Mafia? Like, that's crazy.
That's just our list. I don't see why you mentioning them. That's what's crazy to me. When I think of the South, I'm like, why would somebody mention 3 6 in their top 5? That's crazy to me. So that's how.
That's crazy.
I mean, you're like trying to tell us what we can and can't. Just say your list.
Like 3 6 Mafia is one of the. All right,
bro, this is my list. I can say who I want on my list. Why is that a problem?
3 6 Mafia is not even the biggest artist in Memphis.
3 6 man.
They were not even the biggest artist in Memphis at the time. It was Ball and G.
Crazy as fuck.
Like, at their height, they weren't even the biggest artist in Memphis.
You right, man.
I'm right. At their height.
I said you right.
So everybody got their regional.
Right.
We got to go New York.
3 6 for Memphis.
I mean, yes. Memphis is considered the South, though. To some
I ain't even finna argue with him if he's saying. Hey,
no, I'm not. I'm talking to FJ.
FJ said they were Midwest. That's what he was.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, because people trying to say Arkansas Midwest. I'm never gonna accept that. I'm from the South.
8-Ball MJG from Memphis, and they not.
They ain't from Memphis.
What the fuck they from?
Orange Mound, bro.
Orange Mound ain't in Memphis.
Memphis. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, man. Let's move on.
Hey, Ball literally got a lyric that said in Memphis trying to be a rapper. But rapping don't mean shit to Elvis Presley, Love and Crackers. He literally got a lyric that said, I'm in Memphis trying to be a rapper.
Hold on. Orange Mound in Tennessee.
No,
So
it don't even make no sense, though. I mean, I don't even know where all this coming from.
Hey, man, you know what? That proved my point right there. I'm good. I'm done. That proved my point right there.
Yeah.
That proved my point right there.
So it ain't very many, but out the Midwest though, who all came out the Midwest besides Nelly and
Kanye.
You can say
Kanye, Twister.
You can say Twister them, yeah. You can say Twister.
Twister was a bad boy.
Chief Keef.
Yeah. I never really listened to Chief Keef. I heard
You gotta listen to Chief Keef.
Cool.
I heard the little pop songs he had, but I heard he blew up. I mean, he was like the biggest cat in Chicago. But he
he the biggest rapper from Chicago, probably. Besides like Kanye,
Kanye
he probably the biggest rapper. Take Kanye. Kanye count, but he don't count. Common don't count neither.
How come he don't?
Why they don't count?
I'm just because they're a different type of rappers. They're different type of rappers.
Still rappers.
Listen, I think they count for sure, but I'm just talking about like the new school Chicago. They count for sure. I ain't trying to take nothing from them. They definitely
I ain't no big fan of Common though.
I'm not neither. But I'm not a big fan of Kanye.
Yeah, Eminem's Midwest. Eminem Midwest, Detroit. Detroit has somebody else. I mean, a lot of people that's real underground, like Royce and 5'9". He from Detroit.
You talking about
he can spit.
The movement now, though. Michigan got the movement right now.
He can spit. But
Skilla Baby.
Skilla Peasy, Rio. I keep on.
So y'all naming a lot of people. I don't know nothing about.
Yeah. Now, if we talk about Michigan, it'll be like the new rappers. They got the
T Grizzly. T Grizzly.
Yeah. It's definitely teaches on his music because I can name cats right now that people don't really rock with.
Yeah, music has always been like that. It's opinionated.
Yeah, I mean, I've been rocking Big Crit. I've been shouting Big Crit since 2009, man, and people was like, "Who is Big Crit?" Now, Big Crit, one of the top artists that's out right now, in my opinion. So, I mean, I can name 6 of them.
So, who y'all think from the South had the best era as far as Houston rap, New Orleans rap, Memphis now, Atlanta?
Wayne.
No, I'm just talking about the era. I'm talking about the area.
The era?
The region.
Atlanta had
the Atlanta era.
Yeah, Atlanta hands down. Atlanta hands down. If we being honest on it, Atlanta took Southern rap to the world. If we being honest on it.
I think that's unanimous, but what I will say is Memphis is catching up.
No, they're not.
But I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. We say Atlanta because of the artists, but everybody is going to sample H-Town style.
No,
so you gotta throw Texas out there because everybody is still in Texas style.
All the top artists that's from Atlanta right now, guess who they signed under?
Who?
Cash Money. Young Thug,
Cash Money.
Future.
Who signed under Cash Money? Who signed under Cash Money?
Future?
Drake. Or Drake's not from the South, but Drake.
Young Thug and
Future. Young Thug, Lil Baby, I think.
Thug ain't with 300 no more. Future ain't.
When the Future signed with Cash Money?
Oh no, ask Baby, man. You gotta ask Baby. He said.
We asking you. You said it.
I just told you.
Future was under Cash Money.
I'm saying you going by because you said Lil Baby said Future signed the Cash Money.
I said Baby, #1 stunner, Baby.
Oh,
Future signed the Epic.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of Future being on Cash Money. I ain't never heard him even say Cash Money.
All right, I ain't gonna argue with you about
he
it.
might Baby be managing a lot of people though, so he might be like consulting or managing or something like that.
He had remember he had Kevin Gates, and Gates had to buy himself out his contract. Money Man was signed to Cash Money. Money Man had to buy his way out of Cash
Money. Who the artists from Atlanta is he talking about?
I mean,
I don't know nobody from Atlanta signed to Cash Money.
So Rich Gang won with Cash Money.
I'm trying to figure out what that has, what that even got to do with anything.
You said the biggest, so I'm just trying. I don't know.
Be like Future, Jeezy, T.I., Thug.
Yeah, that's. I know Thug had one album deal with him, but Thug ain't been on Cash Money. He just did that Rich Gang album with Rich Homie Quan.
And they didn't have no paperwork for that.
Yeah,
Rich Homie already came out and said there was never no paperwork. They were just in the studio, living life.
YSL and
4PF,
and YSL are the biggest record labels in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And do y'all think?
Hey, Fred, how can Memphis be Midwest though? You said yo got it Midwest? Because 3 6 Mafia from Memphis. How would they be considered Midwest?
Ain't nobody on here said that. FJ don't look at that.
I'm looking at
No, somebody in the comments said that.
the
Yeah,
comments said-
Somebody in the comments said that.
Yeah,
Man, Memphis right over the damn bridge from Arkansas. That's in the South.
Yeah, Memphis is.
That's right over the bridge. That's literally right over the bridge.
You try to say it's Midwest though. They try to say Missouri, Arkansas.
Hey, man,
Midwest.
The west side of Memphis,
But I ain't like,
the
hold
west
on.
side of Memphis is Arkansas. West Memphis, Arkansas. That's the west side of Memphis.
But that's a big debate because people in Louisiana don't consider Shreveport and Monroe, Louisiana. They feel like you don't get to Louisiana till you get to Opelousas.
Well, that's
Oh, that's just some that's some crazy shit right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they feel like that's when the culture shift though.
It do.
When I get the junction, they say "Welcome to Louisiana." I'm in the booth.
They feel like Shreveport and stuff. That's Lower Arkansas. That's
Hey, they can feel that. They can feel that, but
I'm talking about
the
Louisiana.
map says they in the booth.
I'm
Do
talking
you
about
hear
people
me?
I know
Once you
that's
get
from deep
from
down in Louisiana. I'm talking about down up
Yeah,
in
yeah.
You can feel the whole culture shift in the way they talk, bro.
It's a difference. It is. It's a big difference.
What do they have
You
to do with
get
it being
out
Louisiana, though? What do all they have to do with it being Louisiana? Because it's still Louisiana.
Yeah, but look, by the standards and by modern day standards, yes. But people feel like the culture.
No, about geographics. It's in Louisiana. Like, it ain't nothing else to it, E. It's
That
in
ain't not a
Louisiana.
theory.
Fine. That's
Hey,
just
you know
like
what?
I'm at. Hold on. That's just like being up here where I'm at. Where I'm at, I'm 2 hours away from Fayetteville. Fayetteville, Arkansas, Bentonville, Blytheville, they act totally different than what we do in El Dorado, Pine Bluff, Camden.
Not all in Arkansas.
They don't act like that though. They don't. It's a different. What I'm saying is, it's
I
still
agree.
Arkansas,
We
but it's
act different, yeah.
E, listen
But
to this, though,
it's
man.
still Arkansas.
E, that can be true for any state, right?
Facts.
Yeah, Southern California dudes are not the same as Northern California dudes, but they still in California. Like an Oakland dude and an LA dude are two totally different dudes. Like, they swagger, they lingo, but it's all Cali. It's all Cali.
Hey, I heard a bunch of Jedi mind tricks. That's all I heard. A bunch of Jedi mind tricks, bro. I don't know what the hell going on. Like, I'm
backing up. What I'm saying is, I'm backing up what FJ said. Why he said it's Midwest. That's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's the difference, and that's just like people get mad when you say West Memphis and West Memphis, Arkansas, West Memphis, Tennessee. They get
listen though, E. To say Tennessee is West is Midwest. That's one thing. To say Shreveport and Monroe is not in Louisiana is Louisiana is another
That's
thing.
a whole different
That's how
thing.
people from Lower Louisiana feel because it's
That's not, no, Dub. Let me explain what you said.
Go ahead, Morris.
They're taking it too literal. What they saying is
Nigga,
Shreveport.
you the literal king.
Mr.
You
Literal.
take everything literal.
Go ahead, bro. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Morris.
boys. Go ahead.
Y'all go ahead.
Come on, man. This the final thoughts. We finna get off. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, it's cool. Y'all got it. What he does?
Yeah. Cause ain't no way Louisiana ain't in. I don't care nothing about southern part and northern part because I met the people in northern Louisiana think, man, them southern cats, they ain't real Louisiana. You know, I mean,
Probably.
that's what I'm saying. That don't mean nothing. What do that mean? You can think what you want to think, right? I don't
I
get
mean, I get what you're saying, but like I say, I take pride. I'm from Arkansas, born and raised, diehard Hog fan, but I take pride in being from Lower Arkansas than I do being up north in Fayetteville and stuff, because I'm a different breed of Arkansas when I say that. It's a different culture to me down
Fred,
here.
this shit your fault anyways.
That's all I'm trying to say. So I get.
No, I totally agree. You know, like I live in Dallas. Dallas and Houston are two totally different cultures.
That's the same
Like,
thing they saying about North
It's
Louisiana.
two totally different cultures, but neither one of them are gonna say you ain't Texas.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, both from love Texas for sure.
but trust you me, the D move in a totally different way than H-Town move.
Facts.
Like,
Southern
They
Georgia
night
is
and
way
day.
different than Northern Georgia.
Yeah, but that's separate. They still both Texas.
For sure.
that's all me and Keith saying. It's still
That's all
Texas.
we saying.
New Orleans don't have the right to say who's Louisiana and who ain't. Y'all live in Louisiana just like everybody else. Like, that's crazy talk. You know, like, it's one thing to say our culture in southern Louisiana is different from the culture in northern Louisiana.
Hey, man, whoever FJ is, man, somebody need to go get him a map. He's talking about Tennessee is definitely not in the South. Somebody need to go get him a map and take him back to geography class because the South got 13 states. When you look up the South, it's gonna have 13 states, and I guarantee you, one of them motherfucking 13 is Tennessee.
Guarantee.
Fred on here starting shit. Go on, Fred.
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to instigate.
So, hey,
South Carolina, North Carolina. Well, I don't know about North Carolina, but I know South Carolina is considered the South too. They real country over there.
Yeah, for
North
sure.
Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Virginia.
now, I guess okay. To y'all point, I guess I'll give you a good example of some. I can tell you a state that none of us would consider Southern, but technically they are a Southern state because they're below the Mason-Dixon line, and that's Maryland. Maryland is a Southern state, but we don't look at Baltimore as Southerners. We don't look at them. Y'all are more East Coast. Y'all are closer to I-95. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all we don't look at Maryland as a Southern state. Y'all right there by DC. Maryland, DC, and Virginia all right there together. But technically, they are a Southern state because they are below the Mason-Dixon. But no, so I get what y'all saying in that regard. None of us would consider them the South.
I mean, and I get that because, like I said, the type of work that I do, I travel. So I done met guys from all over the South, and them living in their areas, that's how they talk in their state. They feel like certain areas of their state don't match, but you know what I mean? It's a culture shift. That's all. I heard people sit up there and say they feel like H-Town, not the South. They consider Dallas more Southern than they do H-Town. I've heard people from around that area say that. So
you're right. Yeah, I can tell you from being from El Dorado. This is what El Dorado has consistently done since I've been alive. We have always thought we were Camden Big Brother. Everybody out there,
Big Brother.
They looked at Camden like y'all ain't the pound. But I know people in Camden feel like, yeah, y'all think y'all the pound, but it's really cracking in Camden. Everybody think where they at is where it's cracking. So that don't mean nothing. Like, if some people from Houston want to say people from Dallas ain't really Texas, that's some inner squabble stuff. I'm looking on the map. I'm saying, where do you pay your taxes? Where do you vote? What do your address say? Your zip code? That's what I'm judging. So if y'all want to,
what's your license plate on the back of your damn car say?
I really think y'all misunderstood what he's saying, though, bro, and what they were saying as a whole. When you said that E-Dub, how I took it is that people from Southern Louisiana said that the people from Shreveport and Monroe do not represent Louisiana in their eyes.
That's it.
Right. So we did understand because I knew that's what he was saying. So all I was saying was that's their business. If they want to say that, I don't.
If you understand what he was saying, why you make a big fuss like, oh, that ain't right, no.
I don't think it makes sense. I can understand it and still think it don't make sense.
I was just gonna say that two things can be right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand where they coming from, but to me, that's some interstate squabble. Okay, so I tell you what, you let them cats from Baton Rouge and New Orleans come to Shreveport playing, telling them they ain't Louisiana. Cause from what I see, they kill every day in Shreveport just like they do in New Orleans.
So what you're killing is a culture?
No, what I'm saying is the people up there gonna feel the same way. I don't feel like they that.
So let me ask you this. So if the people that was on Swamp People say that they feel like the people from Shreveport and Monroe don't represent Louisiana, now you're gonna talk about killing? Because they say it too.
You done lost me, bro.
Yeah, you lost me with that one.
Lose you. No, you just not following me.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I was following you, then you lost me.
I was trying to follow you.
He said people from Southern Louisiana. You just went straight to New Orleans. It's Opelousas. It's all kind of towns over there that got way more.
I thought we weren't being literal. I just, for an example, New Orleans. I was just saying for an example, New Orleans. Okay, Baton Rouge or Opelousas. Then we take Baton Rouge and New Orleans out of it. Just because they say that as a spectator don't mean I have to agree with it. Y'all done said stuff on here pertaining to sports that, okay, I understand why people say this person is this or this team, but I don't have to agree with it. And I'm just saying.
Hey, man, you know what, man? Fuck it. Little Rock ain't Arkansas. I said it. Fuck it, I said it.
I get tired of going.
Fuck it, I said it. Little Rock ain't Arkansas.
First thing people want to say when I say I'm from Arkansas, that's the first damn place they want to say. You Little Rock. No, I'm not from no Little Rock. I'm from the Pound. I'm from El Dorado. Like, what you mean? Like, I take pride in saying that.
You know why? You know why? Because you still know you represent Arkansas. So you don't care what nobody in Little Rock or nobody else say when they say that, because you know your roots is still Arkansas, right?
Okay.
So why would a person from Shreveport care what a person from Opelousas say? Like, what gives them more right to say that? What makes them have the right to say who's Louisiana and who's not?
What do you represent in Arkansas that makes Arkansas just stand out from everybody else? What culture do we have?
I mean, to me, it's just, to me, I can honestly answer that. I mean, it's just
I'm trying to figure out what they got to do with your address.
Yeah, I'm just lost. I'm lost. I admit it. I'm lost. So we just spending.
I've been a minute.
Hey, but check this out, youngster. If you hear somebody from New Orleans talk, where you know they from?
New Orleans, for sure.
New Orleans.
You hear somebody from Memphis talking, where you know they from?
Memphis.
For sure. I mean, some people got accents that stick
You hear
out, for
somebody
sure.
from Kentucky talk, where you know they from?
I don't know Kentucky accent. I don't know
West
Kentucky
Virginia.
accent.
Boston got their own accent, like at, and they say like at in Kentucky when they're talking. Yeah, like at. They say that all the time.
Yeah, I don't know nobody.
You hear somebody from
So somebody from Louisiana don't have that New Orleans accent. They not from Louisiana.
No, it's different Louisiana dialects, but Arkansas don't have nothing that you can hear and say. They have zero culture, man. About Arkansas,
I don't know about that.
Arkansas got is Walmart. You from Arkansas? Tell me what's our culture. If you from Arkansas, tell me what's our culture.
I'm still trying to figure out what that has to do with where you're from.
I'm from Arkansas.
I can answer that. I can say this in the 90s, and this is just being real. And I mean, I'm younger, but and LOC and Keith can be. We had gang banging in Little Rock, man. Arkansas was one of the most fierce states in the world in the 90s.
Y'all kill me with that banging in Little Rock shit. Do not live on no 20-year-old ass fucking war story, bro. That's like a nigga come talking about, yo, man, Vietnam War. Let's talk about that. Fuck the Vietnam War.
I'm trying to figure out. No, I'm just saying you talking about his culture. You talking about his culture shit. I'm really just trying to see what points you trying to make.
I don't know where you going with it. That's my thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what is all this culture talk?
Y'all just throwing shit out there. Y'all just throwing shit out of left field. So I want to know what's the culture in Arkansas.
It's not no culture. Arkansas culture is kind of a little bit of everything. You know, if we from people from the South kind of take from Louisiana, people at the top kind of take from Oklahoma.
So I guess he's just making a separate point. I thought we were still talking about the same thing. I got you.
It's kind of more like northern Louisiana / Texas.
Arkansas is just whatever is hot right now. Niggas was trying to rap like Atlanta when Atlanta was hot, and then when they came,
I just said that.
Atlanta's still hot. Come on,
now. Every nigga from Arkansas trying to rap what they sound like.
Look, this whole discussion started because somebody in the comments said Tennessee was Midwest. So I'm asking, what in the fuck does culture have to do with where you are from?
Nothing.
It has a lot to do with where you from, man. Because that's what you're gonna represent.
As far as a state. So people in Arkansas not from nowhere then. So we just from
you have no.
I'm gonna sum it up like this. So like this. It don't matter if I was born in Oregon. It don't matter if I was born in Florida. I rep Arkansas because I grew up in the southern roots. I grew up
Arkansas and you got no culture.
I grew up in the country. I grew up from greens of bread and going to pick peas at the pea farm. So it's just whatever. It's just that I'm a southern guy. Everything that these people say so on Little House on the Prairie, my parents did that. My parents went through that.
We can relate to that.
I got a southern background. So when I think of Arkansas, I think of the southern background. I think of being in the country. I think of the swing sets. I think of the water with the well water stuff like that. That's where I come from. That's what Arkansas.
Check this out. That's how you feel about Arkansas. But you want me to tell you what everybody else feel about Arkansas? Niggas that fuck their cousins and go to the family reunion and marry their cousin and shit. That's what they think.
Man, I don't give a fuck what them niggas say.
I can have something negative to say about every other state, bro.
Hey, you know what? They think that same shit about Kentucky and they think that same shit about Alabama.
Hey, you know what the culture in Atlanta? What's the culture in Atlanta and San Francisco?
Faggots, bro. I ain't mean to say that, but the gay culture.
Exactly. So I get a lot of no credit. We think that.
I get what he's saying. Because when I moved up this way, that's the first thing they saying. Oh, y'all kissing cousins and y'all do all that type of stuff. But
Also, and when you think about California, you think about good weed, you think about the ocean, you think about good weather, you think about beautiful.
Calmness.
You know what I'm saying? You think
When I
about
think about Arkansas, I
Hollywood,
just think
you
of
think
country.
about movie stars, you think about being able to go watch the Lakers play, and it's something happening in California at all times. When you think about Arkansas, if you say, hey man, come to Arkansas, you can do now finish my sentence.
Shop at Walmart.
No. Do you want to be outside? Because Arkansas is an outside state. If you want to go hiking and camping
Natural.
and digging and that type of shit,
And
then this
the
the state for you.
Arkansas
This is the
got is
natural
diamonds,
state.
bro. That's the only
Hot
thing you can
springs.
do. Go dig diamonds, bro.
I don't even understand none of this
You don't
shit.
even got to
It don't
dig
even-
diamonds.
None.
Go start on the
None.
river. Go
Hey,
hunt
can I
them.
tell you like this right here? Because you going to go to California and all that Hollywood shit don't go out the window because some young nigga come press you by what side your hat on. Nigga, what's that A on your hat?
You
Yeah.
hear me?
Ain't
What's
nobody.
that
What
B on
color
your
is
hat?
your hat?
No,
What
no.
color is
Yeah,
your
yeah,
hat?
yeah.
Blue.
Is that a
Because
Houston
that's
Astros
part of the
hat?
culture too. That's part of the
Is
culture
that
too.
Houston Astros?
That's
Yeah,
That's a
Houston
big
Astros
that's
answer.
part of
We
the.
have a
you know
I,
what?
I,
That's
you,
like saying if you go to Chicago, they're gonna press you like that. Yeah, if you go to fucking O Block,
look. So
who the-
Southern
hey
culture.
man,
It's
that's it.
Southern
Oh
culture.
man.
Hold on.
Okay,
It's
y'all, you got it.
Southern
I'm
culture
lost now. I'm gonna get out that conversation. You got it.
It-
It's Southern culture thing.
Yes, it
You
is.
got it.
It is
You
a thing.
got it.
It is.
What,
Yes.
the
That's
wheels
why
that came off now.
Morris. It's
The
Southern
wheels
culture.
that came off.
when you say Southern culture, what do you mean? Like how is Southern
Man,
Southern
It
hospitality?
ain't nothing, you got it, Morris.
Southern culture is a thing too. Everything we've been naming that you do in the country, that you do hunting, four-wheeler riding, swimming, all that good shit, all that country shit. That's Southern culture.
So that's what Arkansas known for, 4-wheeler ride and Southern culture. That's
Southern culture, yes, that's our culture.
I think when I look at it, I don't look for most like you saying more. It's like when most people say New York, they think about the slang, they think about the Timbo boots, they think about music. Like you said, Texas, they think about pouring up in the cup, they think about screw. I get what you're saying. Like every state got their own
I
thing.
get what he's saying. To me, he's saying a whole bunch of nothing. He ain't made sense.
Southern culture is a thing.
With this stuff.
Man, Arkansas don't have.
I don't get it.
I get what you're saying. Arkansas don't have. When you name every state, when you name
every time I say
every state got something.
that y'all
Arkansas
look for a reason
have that big buzz on something.
More. We was in here trying to. I got you, man. I got you.
Morris, where are you? Like, where do you live?
I live in Arkansas.
Dude, like, what are you asking? Like, what are you arguing? Like, why are you trying to put down your
That's
own
what we've been
statement?
trying to figure out, man.
I'm not putting down my own.
I thought you were living in somewhere like LA or something. I was like, what?
I'm telling the truth, bro. Like I'm not putting down nothing. I'm telling the truth. Like nobody can combat what I'm saying.
I did already. Southern culture is my answer.
I don't even know what you're saying to combat it. I mean, I don't know what you getting at.
We don't have culture. Arkansas don't have culture. Southern culture.
I still don't know what any of that has to do with the original topic we were discussing.
It don't got nothing to do with the original point at all.
Okay. Well, since you feel like that, this don't have nothing to do with none of the original topic we discussing. The original topic that was up for discussion was basically something about somebody. What if? So
Yeah.
how did y'all get on rap?
Before you got on, we made the decision because we was finna get ready to get off and say, hey, what y'all think about this? And we twisted it, and you got on right when we were starting it. So we went through that over an hour. We talked about all that. We were just doing our thing at the end of the show. And we're just trying to have some fun. Then you come here, oh, you can't say T.I. Southern or Wayne Southern or right.
I never said anything about it.
You said these dudes are international, so we can't use them.
If you talking about the best regional artists,
bro, it's a lot going on, bro.
But Mark, what I'm trying to say, we was talking about from the context of where you were born, the state for the southern states. We're not talking about if you're big, how big you are, or small. We're saying people born in southern states, just having fun. It wasn't that serious. It wasn't a serious question. It was just having fun.
Well, I mean, if we gotta speak and blame it on anything, I'm gonna blame it on the youngin because he brought Drake in all this. You know what I mean?
Man, we gotta blame
Drake is from Canada.
Drake is from
Canada.
Youngin brought Drake in. The whole
he was talking about sports. He switched the music. It's his fault. Don't blame the youngin.
Blame me. I called the audible to try to have some fun, and then I got put in check.
Cause I sure asked. I'm like, is this sports?
Bruh.
Mark came here, checked me quick. Like, no,
Y'all tweaking. Man, that's crazy.
no, man. Good show though, man. Good
Like I said, that dude ain't from the South. He from Atlanta.
Look what's so crazy. Morris from Strong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are you trying to put down your own state? That's crazy to me.
I mean, no, but
I
I can answer. Like I said, and he don't need no backup. But what he was saying was true, though, man. Like, basically, what he was saying was, what identity do Arkansas have? That's what he was trying to say. Like, everybody got an identity. Arkansas don't have an identity.
And that's the exact reason why Arkansas never have rappers that break it, bro. If
Yeah,
they break it, they go
They
somewhere
have
else.
They have
Because
this
they
one
have
rapper that's
promotion.
starting to.
They got it.
Where he from?
I'm not about to
What
say his
rapper you
name.
talking about? What
I'm not
rapper?
about to say
What's
his
ready
name,
for
but
him?
West Memphis.
That's
That's
not
Memphis.
Arkansas.
That's Memphis, bro. He coming with a whole Memphis swag, bro. Come on.
He from Helena. Freddie from Helena.
All right, bro. You right.
Freddie not from Helena. I ain't talking about YTV Fat. I said Freddie.
Hey, listen. Even West Memphis, I got a
It's
secret.
still
It's in Arkansas.
All right.
But I ain't even talking about Fat. I'm talking about Freddie. He from Helena. Or we can talk about Fizzle. He from Blythesville.
You right.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, you know what? I just learned old fashioned study that you from the state you live in where your license is. Where you
Yeah, I know Freddie from Helena, bro.
I think I can say this on the scale of a lot of stuff, because basically what I look at when I see Arkansas is every state got their own area and region, but to me, anything below Little Rock don't get the respect like it's supposed to.
Man, I'm gonna tell you about me, E. I could care less about what anybody in any other state think about anything going on in Arkansas. I don't
That's
care.
how I feel. That's how I feel. They don't know. I don't care.
I so much don't care that it's crazy. Like I could not care about something less.
Ain't nobody no other state worried about nothing that's going on in Arkansas, because ain't nothing going on in Arkansas.
I don't care though. Like I don't wake up laying saying I want to do people think Arkansas popping.
But look, people got opinions on Arkansas. I don't even got opinion on other places.
Yeah, I don't even have opinions. Like I don't even
have
care.
an opinion on what's going on there.
Yeah, so if you're sitting up here worrying about what's going on in Arkansas, then
be
man,
real,
I don't know what to
be
tell
real.
you.
Be real. Y'all definitely think about New York and LA and Atlanta, right? That's what I'm saying.
No, they don't do that, bro.
Those are basically y'all don't lie. Y'all be thinking about going to New York and LA.
Man, I like going everywhere. Arkansas, a quiet state where I can raise families.
Yeah,
and,
you retire here.
and then I go other places to enjoy myself. That's what I do.
I can't say that because I just moved from H-Town. I've been in H-Town a few years now. You know, I'm in Kansas now, so I done traveled, man, since I was 10 years old, working, going to these different places. But I'ma always come back to my home roots, Arkansas, because this is what I know. I don't know H-Town. I don't know New York. I don't know Florida. It's like my boy Chop say, Arkansas is like unknown. You get a mixture of everything here because they trying to find an identity. You know, like everybody, it's no breakout in Arkansas that you could say, oh well, I did that for Arkansas. I did this. You know what I mean? Like it's just its own state, and I understand that. That's why I say I get what Morris is saying.
But you try to judge a state through really like a rap nigga lens. Like
that's not me.
That don't make no sense.
I'm not saying. What I'm saying is what Morris is saying about what other people portray the state as. And if you sit there and think about it, what he's trying to ask us is, what can we say what we love about Arkansas that stands out? And if you can't say what you love about your state, then what is your state? That's why I explained to him what Arkansas meant to me. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's trying to.
I already said Southern culture 1,000 times.
I love where I stay. It ain't nothing in particular. I like Arkansas. I mean, I'm going here. I don't have to give a laundry list out to impress somebody in another state that hopefully they'll see it like I see it. I just wake up and I live in Arkansas and I'm cool with that.
That's it.
I'm good with that.
I don't got no opinion on Montana.
Yeah, I don't
care what the fuck go on in South Carolina. I don't care. I don't even think about it.
So that's what I'm saying. That's your answer. That's why I say that's why
either like you done traveled. I done traveled a lot too for a long time. I ain't never once had nobody come up to me and be disrespectful. Now, have I ever heard stuff on movies or people make jokes about? Yeah, so what? It's funny. I laugh.
I guess it's because
hey, look, you're right. They say, oh, they messing with their cousins in Arkansas. I guarantee you they messing with their cousins in Texas too, and Atlanta. I'm pretty sure some cousins are messing with each other in Maryland,
California, and New York too.
Yeah. So what?
Not saying. Listen,
Like we the only state that done had them.
Hey man,
that's crazy.
I work with a dude right now from LA. I work with a dude right now from LA, and he'll tell you he is the furthest thing from what you think you're gonna meet when you're talking about an LA dude. You know.
Yeah.
And he from Watts. And he from Watts.
Is a cattle state, man.
Yeah, but if you have if we look at it through this rap nigga lens, everybody gonna think, you know what I'm saying, he banged out. This dude is the furthest thing from that.
That's your
He from Watts.
I'm not, and I get that. But that's
My perception. Yeah, I didn't work with the dude for 11 years. What you mean, my perception? I think that's a long enough time.
No, you just said everybody would think he banged out. I said that's your perception of what everybody would think.
The same way you're saying people think we down here fucking our cousins.
Same thing. You doing the exact same thing. You talking about what somebody else think like somebody else care. So what? Everybody, we all talking about the same thing, Morris.
I have had conversation with this man. You're like, man, I tell folks something. Watch, they expect me to be a certain type of way.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody like that ain't me.
Makes sense to me. That people would think he a gangbanger just because he from Watts, though.
I mean, but you can say the same.
Banging capital of the world.
But you can say the same.
No, what I'm saying is the same thing you're saying. People have a perception. It don't mean shit. You have been explaining what other people's perception of Arkansas is, and I'm saying I work with a guy that says, man, look, people think because I'm from this part of the globe, they have a certain perception of me.
That's
and he's like, because I'm black and I'm from here, they think I'm this type of dude, and I'm nothing like that.
It's the exact same scenario. The exact same scenario.
No, it's not, because I said I never said I thought like that. The only thing I said was, tell me what is the culture of Arkansas.
No, you actually told us what everybody else think the culture of Arkansas. That's what you did.
And see, that's what I'm saying. See, you're not even listening to what I'm saying, because
you didn't tell us that.
I literally just said that's not what I'm saying. I said what other people think. No, you said that's what other people think.
I know. That's what I just said. Morris, I know you don't think that because you live here. I said you're describing what other people think. He's telling you that we think.
Why would you just repeat what I said, though? You just antagonizing and trying to argue with me and repeating the same.
Morris, I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. I'm literally trying to understand what you're saying because you just been kind of all over the place. I really, I'm sorry if you think I'm trying to argue with you, bro. Because all this fun to me. We were just trying to have fun talking about some lists. And you came on here trying to get us in check, telling us why we wrong and can't do something a certain kind of way.
No, that's not what I said. What I said was, okay, y'all said, who is the best? You said regional artist. A regional artist is an artist that was only hot in that area.
I wasn't saying it like that, Morris. I wasn't meaning like regional, like known regional. I'm talking about the region they are born in. Like, who's the best person that was born in the region?
When he was saying it.
I wasn't saying like
north, south, east, west.
Yeah, I wasn't saying like got regional status. Like Drake is international, this person is national, and this person is regional. I wasn't meaning like that. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't talking about it like that.
And what you're saying now, but on a global standpoint, if you say who is the best artist from the South, the artists that are regional do not count on that. When T.I. said I'm the king of the South, he was not yet on a nationwide platform yet. He was just a regional artist at that time.
But you know what I'm doing though, Morris? I'm talking to people from the South that understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking to people from the South. We having our own conversation.
We were talking about artists that represent a certain region. It ain't got nothing to do with how big they are or how small they are. He was like, okay, what are the top artists that represent a certain region? And the reason we picked was the South. No different than we said, what artist is the best artist that represent the West Coast? Then we're talking about the West Coast. Most people don't say California. But guess what? Vegas on the West Coast too. But nobody's going to say Vegas. We're going to probably talk about a bunch of California artists.
Right.
Cube, E40, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're not saying, okay, they have to be this big. If they're this big, they're excluded. What region you represent? North, South, East, West, Midwest? Who is the biggest artist from a particular region? Nelly done sold 10 million records. He's from the Midwest. Same as Kanye, same as Twista. And Twista ain't sold as many records as Nelly, but if we're talking about regional, what region, the Midwest, then you have to include these rappers. That's all we were saying.
Yeah, that's it. It wasn't nothing more than that. I'm sorry if I made it sound like I was talking about regional from your reach. I was just talking about where you were born.
No. I think you're confusing regional with local. You talking about local niggas, local jokers. So we weren't talking about who's the best local artist.
No, I was just saying who's born, man. So
Fat Pat is a local joker.
no,
Fat Pat is he's
hold on.
from the South.
No. You know what? In my question, the way I posed it, you could have included Fat Pat in there with Andre 3000, anybody else, because Pat is born in Texas, Andre is born in Atlanta. So we were asking. It don't matter the size, cause see us. This is the one thing about us in the South. We don't really care about how big your reach is. We'll tell you down here that we'd rather hear UGK or Fat Pat than Jay-Z. Not me personally, but that's what we would tell
People
you.
got Boosie over Jay-Z in the South.
Because truth be told, most people outside of southern states don't even know who Fat Pat is.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to be a real hip hop head, but that's okay because we love him in the South.
Let's everyone be friends.
For real.
Yeah, so these conversations, if I'd have said who is the biggest selling artist from the South, then I would have been more specific. I was just saying who the biggest people born in the South. I think everybody else understood it.
Hey,
I think that point got hammered home pretty good.
Yep, I think so too.
The way I'm this one.
MJ,
man, we can never talk about rap ever again.
Man, please, this fun, bro. This is
Ever again. Ever again.
Y'all don't know how excited I am over here.
Bro, the digital hood, man. We just having fun.
Digital hood, I love that shit. I'm using that.
Yeah, this the digital hood, man. We just sitting around the bonfire, talking sports and music, man.
Hey, man,
music better than that.
You hear me, dog?
And at the end of the day, man, the music culture, man, has a big influence on sports. So, I mean, it was a good topic to jump into, man, at the end of the day, man.
You know what? That's really right, because most rappers want to be athletes and most athletes want to be rappers. So you're really right.
Big Crit fan too, man. Like that boy, that boy the real deal, man.
Big Crit probably one of the hardest underground rappers, period. I mean, he was a hard rapper, period, anyway, but I'm talking about when you're talking about below the radar, Crit up there.
Yeah. Crit, definitely.
We gotta go to New York next.
I don't listen to all that fish plate music no more, bro. I had to switch the game up because that shit like not good for your mental, man.
What's fish plate music? I ain't never heard
What's that? What kind of music is that, Morris?
Motherfucking fish plate music. That shit gonna have them little niggas mamas on Facebook selling.
Boy, you crazy? I see what you're saying.
Hey, boy, you crazy? Now I'm real talk.
Hey, you want to get no?
Yeah, got the GoFundMe. Got the GoFundMe's up.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't listen.
You won't hear no argument from me.
Me neither, bro.
Check that boy Larry June out, bro.
Yeah.
That's one.
I checked him out the other day. Somebody posted him on Facebook. I went and listened to him.
Yeah, June. Hey, look, Don Venice, June, Don Kennedy, Primo Rice. Man, I can name a bunch of cats, man. Them cats got a whole nother vibe, man.
And if you're R&B aficionado, then go check out October London. That boy that boy right there.
I'm familiar with October London. Hell, in my age now, I probably listen to more R&B than anything. I'm like you. All that fish plate music, I can't. Hey, man, I can't wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning talking about sliding and killing, man. Goddamn, I just woke up.
Yeah.
Boy, you stupid.
That's kind of why I kind of shied away from Tupac, man. Like, he talk about death too much for me, bro. Like, hear me out for y'all jump down my throat again. Y'all know y'all like to jump on me. Like,
you like to make us jump on you. You say some weird shit so we can jump on you.
Tupac is one of the best, you know what I'm saying, the most iconic, biggest artists in hip hop ever, but
not really.
I just all right, man.
I'm just playing.
Now they tell you like they tell you too young to know, bro.
Oh no! Look, we had a whole conversation. Him telling us Drake bigger and better than Tupac.
Yeah, because the social media.
I'm just instigating.
Only reason why, like, if Tupac was out now, then if they had social media when Tupac was out, Like,
Go ahead, baby.
It would be unreal. Like, would have been, but yeah, he talk about depth too much for me, man. Like I kind of just got away from that, and I would rather listen to Biggie Smalls than Tupac, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, like he is what he is, but
He has a whole album though called "Ready to Die."
Who, Biggie?
Biggie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I don't think y'all listen to Biggie Life After Death. He started transitioning over to a different type of man because his life
After Death was nothing but talking about his death. Like he was very predictable. I mean, he was very much in that mode in that album. That's one of my favorite albums. You talking about top 3 albums all time?
Oh yeah, definitely, Keith. Definitely, I agree.
Every song on that word for word.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah,
444 is one of my favorite albums.
But see, Jay-Z, my number 1. So you know, I go back to Reasonable Doubt days. So
he's probably top. I like Scarface too, but
Scarface my number 3. Well,
that's my favorite all time.
And a fun fact, Reed.
Look, we found something to agree with him on when he said Scarface. Look,
yeah, absolutely. Face.
People put face number me and you.
And think about this right here: Reasonable Doubt and Riding Dirty dropped literally a month apart.
Yep. And Mr. Mike was in there too, Suave House.
Matter of fact, Mr. Mike and UGK dropped the same day.
Mm-hmm.
South Circle, they dropped the same day.
I know. That's what we be trying to tell you, young, and you don't be knowing half this stuff, man. That's what we trying to tell you.
They're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. That's what I'm saying.
What?
I bet you
the artist listen to won't say
okay,
that.
hey, hold on. Man. Okay, so who your favorite artist, young? Out right now. Who your favorite artist that's out right now, young?
Artist?
Man, Drake called Bun B his uncle.
And hold on. When I say artist, do I need to break it down for you? Because there's a difference between an artist and a rapper. So do I need to break that down?
Artist and rap artist.
He wasn't around for the Suave House era. He wasn't around for these eras, man. So you can't expect it. He don't know the Swisher House era.
I like Big Daddy Kane.
Rick Shop. He don't know that.
Hell, look,
man.
It's a Beltway 8 DSR. You know.
Hey man, that Tila album, Peace of Mind.
You hear me? So.
See, these things, Channing, if you had been born when we were talking, everywhere you would have went in the South, that's what they were playing.
Listen,
where are they now?
Are
they now?
They probably like 50, 60-year-old with grandkids and families. Everybody don't.
We all grew up in the selling era. He growing up in the user era.
Man, I know.
Yeah.
We try to explain that to him that it's a difference when you got to go buy a CD and when you just got to go click.
You missing the point I'm talking about. I'm talking about drugs.
Oh,
he grew up in the drug
you stupid.
And we grew up in the drug seller era. All they talk about now is taking drugs.
Hey, that's it. That's it. You said it best. You said it best. That's it. If you think about rap in the 80s, they were talking about staying away from drugs. The 90s got to talk about selling drugs. Once you start getting up to the 2000s, they talking about taking drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
Buy Perkins, bro.
Everybody talk about buying perks, and you know what I mean. I'm not knocking it because I'm a beat head, but
I'm gonna knock it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna promote being no super junkie. I'm gonna knock that. These a lot of these young cats out here
talking about selling drugs. They was taking them motherfuckers. They just wasn't saying it. Like them niggas was Tim seeing them niggas. They started talking about snorting powder on the back end of that shit. But Bun B will tell you right now he was smoking wet, all that shit back in the
all
night.
of them was.
Yep.
Snorting cocaine, all that shit. But they wasn't rapping about it though. They were rapping about selling.
I mean, that's why I tell a lot of people.
Go ahead.
Slept on artists got to be Pimp C, and the reason why is because Pimp C was trying to do something that a lot of these rappers are trying to do. He was trying to bring the cultures together and let them know that if you come together, you gonna make money. And I ain't gonna
talk about icon wise, yeah. But as far as lyrically and music,
he was horrible lyricist, but he was an icon. He probably
the far as that, yeah.
Hey fam, I got something to do that y'all. Ben, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I got to get back to the job. I done did enough. But it was a good conversation. We have to do it again.
All right, man.
We'll lock in soon.
For sure. Yeah, we're almost done anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, I think Drake is. I think you can't write hip hop history without putting Drake in there. He definitely one of the best ever, man. So I ride with you on that, youngster. But it's hard to it's hard for anybody to come up with a list and say best ever because somebody's gonna have one or two that's different. But in any list that come up that's gonna say top 5, Jay-Z gonna be in the top 5, and Tupac and Biggie gonna be in there somewhere. Top 5. So
I have Nas, honestly. I should have chosen Nas to be in my top 5.
Hey, I'm with you, youngin. I'm choosing.
I don't see how you keep Lil Wayne out of top 5 list now. I just don't.
No, I haven't been in my top 5.
I mean, it
I'm
just
just saying.
depends what you judging it off. I mean, like
I'm just saying the same thing. I'm just saying my opinion.
he check off every list that you can possibly put up there, but then if you just judging it off personal preference, then you can't say what somebody's personal preference is. You know what I mean?
When I said that, I meant it in the same way when you said I think everybody would have Pop, Jay-Z, and somebody. And now I want to add another one. So it's the same way you named them as how I'm looking at Wayne. You don't have to agree with it, but I don't see how you don't include Wayne. Not you, but people in general.
I'm saying I'm not disagreeing in no form or fashion with what you're saying. What I'm saying is it's all personal preference.
Everybody.
You can't argue nobody about nothing on that.
Yeah, including Jay-Z is personal. He's my favorite of all time. But I know when I'm in the South, man, I had the hardest time people telling me how Jay-Z whack and Jay-Z this and that. I'm like, man, y'all ain't even listen to Jay-Z. But I stopped arguing that 15, 20 years ago because I already know it's a losing argument.
Yeah, I'm with
you arguing with.
I like him.
If you don't realize that most of the people that come from our era are not very smart people, man. And they can't listen to certain shit that go above a certain level of IQ level. So
prime example, what you saying, Morris, is now when I speak about people like Larry June, people look at me like, well, Larry June, what's wrong with his music? Like, that's because you're not on that type of level, what he's talking on or what he's trying to speak about, so you don't like him. Now, I think that's where a lot of people get it at, where if they don't know it or don't understand it, they automatically don't like it.
Exactly. If it ain't talking about what they favorite topic is, like, don't get me wrong. Like when you say your top 5 is Zero, I understand why you would say that, bro. Because I like Zero as an artist, but he definitely wouldn't be in my top 5. But I can understand where you coming from. If you listen to that, it could be a situation that you went through in your life that he hit head on. Mm-hmm. Like somebody that was in the 90s selling drugs. I would think Jeezy would be top on their list. Because he's gonna really talk about everything that they went through and talk about shit that's going above a lot of people's head that don't understand that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. I think Drake is in that same argument. To be honest, did he just leave? I don't know. There are a few Drake songs.
Hey man, we've been on here 2 hours. I'm about to get ready to jump
that's
off
what I'm saying.
Man. Hey, but tomorrow, man, we back on the mock draft, man, defensive side. So if y'all available, man, hop on.
Got you.
All right, do it, man. Everybody got good points, man. But all right,
Morris, I'll get with you, man. I'll send you the link.
All right, bet.
All right, bro.